Hello, board members. How are we doing this early Action Tuesday? Well, I hope. We've got to get to something brand new, you see. Something we've never seen. Something I've never seen anyway. Something recommended by Iggy. Iggy, welcome. Ika, Iggy, welcome both. I hope you're having good days. I'm happy to see you here, Iggy. This one's an Iggy recommendation. And that is Planescape Torment. Apparently a very well-known and very well-loved, I don't know if it's turn-based, some kind of, like, squad moving around the world RPG event. How about that? Zamus87, welcome. Yeah, so we're going to be jumping into that because I'm pretty excited to try it out. There's a lot of problems. We'll be tormenting on Planescapes today. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of... I've played a lot of modules from this time period of being around at this point. There could be some non-zero amount of jank in this. Oh, like that. That's not even its fault. That's my fault. Hold on a second. You gotta jiggle the handle a little bit on the monitor to make it remember what what format of the screen is, which is hilarious to me. There we go. That's better. Got some intense stuff going on already, right out the rip. But welcome everybody. Oh, that mouse is in a that mouse and or rat is in a very precarious location. We miss our lady friend? I think we miss our lady friend. But now we do have that cool bone sash. Oh no, she's been zombified. Bring that down slightly. Oh, we've also been zombified. Oh, she's a ghost now. That's the wrong outfit for her, though. Psst. That dude's like, yeah, God, I'm happy my shift's almost over. These shoes are eating my feet. Alright, there we go, everybody. Big opening. I liked it. Not bad. Showed us some interesting stuff without giving much away in, like, the story. The Abyss. Senses. Okay. Enhanced Edition will tell you... We can't tell you how proud we are that Planescape has gathered such a following over the years to allow this to return to the multiverse. All its wonders. On behalf of the original team and the team at Beamdog, thank you. Experience for both our long-time fans and newcomers. You can select from one of two playstyles. The original, from those that want an experience as close as possible to the original Torment, and the enhanced option that for those who seek the functionality present in previous enhanced editions. For issues with everyone suits your tastes, you can customize individual settings on the options menu. Let's see. Enhanced options are enabled to make interacting with the module world more enjoyable. These options include larger field of view. That's good. Creatures are smoothed out, have outlines, and are highlighted when selected. And faster module speed. Adjust these options individually and at any time by accessing the options screen. These options are marked with a... Okay, yeah, it sounds like this doesn't really change much other than just quality of life stuff. So we're going to go Enhanced Edition. Okay, how are we on graphics? Font size, contrast, brightness. Full screen, zoom lock. Okay. Sprite outlines. Dither always. Of course we're gonna dither always. Module world scaling sounds like an interesting one. Setting is turned on, then pressing the middle mouse button will set the zoom level to a pixel perfect match of the original module. Larger viewing field, unscaled, pixel perfect module world. The setting is turned off, then pressing the middle mouse button.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Wait.
Everybody calm down. No.
Yeah, Ick, of course. Hurry, Iggy, which setting? Wait, do we need a specific setting for this? I was gonna go enhanced because it seems like it doesn't really change much. Battle render, double-size cursor. I don't think we need a double-size cursor. Brightness seems fine, I guess. Oh, you can really crank that bad boy up a bit, eh? We'll leave it about where it was at. Should be fine. Ooh. Okay, we might actually... Do we want the larger font size? Make it easier for you all to read? Wow, it actually lists the whole thing out. That's a little invasive, but alright. Up to you, I also did it? Oh, okay, gotcha. We'll go a little bigger on the font size so that you can all read it at home a little bit easier. Note, I did not finish the module. Good to know, good to know. Alright. Wait, was there something... Turn on. The world will appear black and white when the module is paused. This is an enhanced edition feature. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's fine. Sound. Voices up is good. Music low is good. Movies is good. Okay, I think that sounds good. Command feedback level. Control how often the party characters will say their command sounds. Choosing always plays a sound every time a character is given a command. Choosing seldom plays a sound only when the character is selected and given its initial command. Choosing never disables... Okay. Selective feedback. Often the party characters will say their selective sound. Choosing always plays a sound, seldom plays 20% of the time. Okay, that's actually fine. It seems like someone with like some logical thought went in here and was like, you know what? Let's get a couple of preset things going here a little bit, eh? Tooltip delay. Okay, difficulty. I mean, I'm assuming that's average frame rate. Left, original 30. Middle, 40. Enhanced, right, fastest. Oh yeah, we want fastest frame rate. Adjusting the frame rate above 30 may result in audio sync issues during cutscenes, as well as mistimed spell effects during combat. Oh, so it like breaks things? Alright, we'll leave it at 30 then. Max HP on level up, always run. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. We'll wait on that one. Smooth area transition, show enemy health status. Why is that off by default? And gore, yeah, we're keeping the gore. Alright. Feedback, assign keys, auto pause. Screen continues options to control the automatic pausing of the module timer. Select a control to see a description of what it does. Listen, center on the view on the party member, you triggered an auto pause. Okay. Character hit, character injured, character dead, character attacked. Maybe that one? And a character weapon becomes useless for combat. This can happen if the weapon breaks or runs out of charges, for instance. Oh yeah, that's probably going to be useful. In around, enemy sighted. Sighted, spellcast, trap found. Also trap found. Let's try those for right now. Welcome, my Storm Mountain Elk. How you doing? Hopefully you're having a good day. Okay. I like it. I like that. There's a lot of accessibility options, and I love that. That's great. Just so, I guess it's not accessibility per se, but some accessibility options and just some like quality of life options. I really like that. All right. Okay. New module. Oh, okay, yeah. Character point 21, armor class 10, hit points 20. I don't know which version of D&D this is based off of. Smithy's giving me Abe. I respect it. I don't know what version of D&D this is based off of. I had to guess. I'm guessing 3rd edition or 3.5 edition. I haven't played much of those, so I can't really optimize this that much. So we'll have to see what happens. The only warning I think I was given, which was by Just Coffee, is make sure you do a thorough investigation of areas before you leave, or you will miss out on very important stuff. And I'm like, okay, I will do this. Can I change my name? I guess not. But we are a zombie. Finish screen, modify your stats by clicking buttons for each statistic. Move the cursor over each statistic for a description of the purpose. Memory, reasoning, and deductive skills. A high intelligence helps you regain memories faster, gives you more dialogue options, and aids your mage skills. Your intelligence is average. High strength allows you to carry more weight and make your melee attacks more accurate and damaging. I love that they have to put accuracy on strength for balancing purposes. The ability score represents your intuition, common sense, and willpower. A high wisdom helps you recall memories and gives you a bonus to experience points. This ability score represents your physique, hardiness, and state of health. A high constitution gives you more hit points. And in the Nameless One's case, a faster regeneration rate as well. Interesting, okay. T12, welcome. Add it to the list, T12. I think, is that what we decided on? Add it to the list or add it to the journal? It was one or the other, right? But welcome, T12, how you doing? Charisma, the ability score represents your persuasion, personal magnetism, and ability to lead. Higher your charisma, the more favorable others will react towards you. Your charisma is average. The ability score represents your agility, reflexes, and hand-eye coordination. A high dexterity makes you harder to hit, aids your thief skills. Your dexterity is average. Ah, you'll see. Oh, okay. So this comes, now I'm wondering. Now, I've played enough regular D&D to know, like, con isn't usually the most useful thing in the world. Charisma can be good if you're playing someone you want to just be a talky guy, right? These other four kind of determine a lot of things. Usually this is like your your mind control resistance. This is like your ability to cast spells good. Hitting and carrying, right? And then like dodging and like lock picking. Number represents your overall defense. The lower the number, the harder it is for your enemies to hit you. Oh! Is this running off of like THAC0 2nd edition? Number represents your health. Whenever you take damage, your hit points will drop. When it reaches 0, you are dead. Well, that's the thing about Planescape Torment. It goes out of its way to subvert expectations. Ooh, okay. The number of points you had left to add to your statistics. So, 3rd was not a thing. Oh, okay, so this is pre-3rd edition then. Oh, okay. So, in the way back, in the long, long ago, there's a legendarily frowned upon mechanic of Dungeons and Dragons called THAC0. THAC0 was a kind of a table that determined. I know T12. I know. THAC0 was a reference table, from my understanding. I never really looked at it too much. That basically your armor class would determine your armor class and your level determined how hard you were to hit versus someone of a different level. So if you were a high level, like a level 20, and you had a low THAC0, it actually would become impossible for like a level 2 to actually hit you at all. I guess this was universally disliked because you had to basically constantly be referencing this to figure out what your chances of hitting your opponent with like a melee attack were or whatever. And also the fact that like if you're a low level team, right, like your adventuring party's low level, they might not just be able to hit whatever you're fighting if it's like above like a 6 or a level 6 or higher, right? That was, changed drastically in 3rd and 4th and 5th edition. THAC0 has not been used in a very, very, very long time. So the fact that saying this is the number you have, like, under this is better is really interesting to me. Because I'm not that personally experienced with THAC0. So, what is... Oh, you gotta get up there. Okay. Gives you +1 to armor class. Okay. So I'm wondering, another thing in D&D is usually you have a bonus given to you for your stats on the... Normally, I think it's on the even numbers. So 10 is a +0, 12 is a +1, 14 is a +2, 16 is a +3, and an 18 is a +4. It does not seem to be doing that with this one. It seems to be on the odd numbers. 13... That was invented in 3rd edition. Ah, okay. Gotcha. So 18 is the highest. That's still a pretty traditional thing. Is usually for a regular character, 18 is about going to be the highest you're expected to start at, with 20 being kind of a hard maximum increase limit unless you start getting magical items or something. But it's D&D. It's also still incredibly up to the DM on how things run. So 2E operated on tables. Oh boy. I did not play a lot of 2E. Technically, the first time I ever played D&D, it was on 2nd edition. What are the Dungeons and Dragons? It's not called 2E though. Advanced edition. That's what it's called. D&D Advanced was 2nd edition, basically. I did technically start out playing that, but I did not know what I was doing, and I'm not looking through like the DM books to know what's going on. So I do not know how to reference any of this stuff. Does this give me any kind of initial bonuses? No. Oh, is this like a 1-to-1 then? Hold on. Okay, so once you get about 15, it starts going up by 3s. Okay, interesting. Huh. So now I'm curious. In modern editions, like, this is nice, but not necessarily, like, hyper important for the charisma stuff. Or the constitution stuff. Your charisma is of heroic proportions. God, I don't know anything about this. And these modules from this time that operated like this, these RPGs of this time, you had to be a little bit more optimized than like modern stuff. Because there's probably, if there's a chance to reset your stats, there's maybe like one. That's probably rare and or hard to find. Or it's just very expensive. Oh, for sure, yeah. Another example of this, and a module I don't even want to invoke into the chat, but there's another module like this I tried to play when I was 12, and then I tried to play when I was 22, and both times I couldn't do it. It was just not for me. That has a very similar vibe to what's going on here. And that module was very much like you had to optimize your character from the get-go, or you were going to have a bad time. Now the other question is that what I'm not seeing is like a class selection. Expectations. I know, you said subvert expectations. I know. Okay. What do I want you to be? We're going to be moving with a party, which means stealth is probably less of an option. When you were playing 2E, was history a lesson in schools yet, or had not enough time passed? Well, I mean, that we were still referencing our history books as written directly on stone tablets. Paper was nice and all. It was much lighter on our backs, as, you know, you're trying to carry a whole manuscript, and it's just like you're basically carrying like 2 tombstones worth of just stone in your leather rucksack made out of the furs of whatever creature you managed to kill on your way to or from school, of course. But mostly with a rock tied to a stick. Yeah, so paper was a great improvement on that, I will say. Personally, in my personal experience. I guess, yeah, it just comes down to what we want to do. What kind of nameless one do we want to pilot? Do we want more of a wizardy type? Do we want a little bit more of a sorcery type? Do we want to just hit him in the face with a hammer type? Do we want to, like, stab him in the back really, really hard type? I'm trying to think about the stuff I remember from the little bit of Advanced I played. I think the one character I played in Advanced was and this was fun. Back then, you wouldn't choose your, like, character, like, features, you would roll for them. So I ended up rolling like a depressed, basically a depressed orc who was a like super buff rogue. So I basically played him as like this gothic, like he was a goth rogue orc, but he was a rogue, but he was like a I'm gonna break your legs now if you don't pay me money rogue, and not like the I'm a sneaky rogue. There will be a lot of talking and a fair share of bashing skulls. Okay. I love his stare of like, are you gonna make a decision or not? The other thing I'm not sure about, Total Strength gives you +1 to hit and +2 to damage with all melee weapons. Wow. Dang. Wait, what's this number? Wait, what is that number? Wait, what? Before he snaps your neck, seriously. Wait, what is this number here? Oh, maybe this is my enhanced, like, weight capacity? For the higher strength? Oh, that's gotta be what that is. Yeah, for sure. Gives you +1 hit points per level. Oh, okay. The percentile for things like forcing locks. Oh, okay. Ooh, that's, I wonder if, wait, so do they actually have things for like just breaking down a door in this? Is that, like, can I get like an unnatural, like 24 strength and break down like stone doors? Which, a thing you can do in D&D if you're playing the tabletop, but I don't know if it translates to this. Because if you can... You can bash locks, yes. Oh, God. Do we go Moroskoth then? Do we just go like big ol' hammer boy and just... Oh yeah, it goes above 18 to give you additional bonuses. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Do we just go like we'll give that slightly above average intelligence? Get a couple extra hit points in here maybe? But we're not really gonna be good at like picking locks. Get a little bit of mind control resistance. And we are not particularly charismatic or dexterous. Oh man. See, in my mind, the optimal play would be seriously going like high dex and like a probably like a high intelligence. So that way we can, like, pick all the locks and do all the magics. But I don't know of how that translates into this. It's like, with this build, we're kind of resistant to everything. We're just clumsy. Clumsy and not likable, which for a zombie makes sense. I'll just say that whatever you're playing, wisdom is the primary stat. Really? Oh. I mean, 8 extra hit points is probably the equivalent to, like, 1 good hit from an enemy at level 1. Oh, does it give me any bonuses? Maybe we do this then. Strength and very powerful will and wisdom. Pretty intelligent, but we're very not dexterous, and we're not charismatic. We're not talking our way out of a lot of fights. Like, the charisma is probably, like, the funniest path, because it has probably the best, like, talking options. But I think something like this might be more fun for, like, a mix of combat and, like, intelligence. Yeah. I think I like this. I like this. Pretty smart, pretty smart, pretty wise, very strong, more resistance than an average person, and kind of clumsy and not particularly charismatic. I think I'm okay with this. Let's see what this next screen gives us. Oh, we're just in it. Okay, we're just in it, everybody. I wasn't sure if we were gonna give a name or choose a class.
Hey, Chief. You okay? You playing corpse or you putting the blinds on the dusties? I thought you were a deader for sure.
Wait, there's voice acting in this? I was not expecting voice acting. Let me turn the volume back up. You are the nameless one. Oh, okay. Who are you? Oh, okay, that's it. Okay. Who am I? How about you start? Who are you? I don't know. I can't remember. I asked you first, Skull. I don't know. I can't remember. You can't remember your name. Ha. Well, next time you spend a night in this burg, so easy on the bub. Name's Mort. I'm trapped in here too. What is happening? Jesse Arata has played the Amber Alert sound. Why have you done this? Is this because it's an unknown person or what? I thought that was a weather alert. I didn't realize that was the Amber Alert sound. But welcome, Jesse Arata. There's a wisdom in taking 18 strength? Okay, good to know. Okay. Trapped? Yeah, since you haven't had time to get your legs yet, here's the chant. I've tried all the doors, and this room is locked tighter than a chastity belt. We're locked in where? What is this place? It's called the mortuary. It's a big black structure with all the architectural charm of a pregnant spider. Interesting. The mortuary. What? Am I dead? Not from where I'm standing. You got scars aplenty though. Looks like some Burke painted you with a knife. All the more reason to give this place the laugh before whoever carved you up comes back to finish the job. Scars, how bad are they? Well, the carvings on your chest aren't too bad, but the ones on your back, more pauses. Say, looks like you got a whole tattoo gallery on your back, Chief. Spells out something. Tattoos on my back, what do they say? Looks like you come with directions. Mort clears his throat. Let's see, it starts with, I know you feel like you've been drinking a few kegs of Styx wash, but you need to center yourself. Among your possessions is a journal that'll shed some light on the dark of the matter. Farad? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Farad can fill you in on the rest of the chant. If he's not dead, if he's not in the dead book already. Farad. Does it say anything else? There's a little bit more. More pauses. Let's see. It goes on. Don't lose the journal or we'll be up the sticks again. And whatever you do, do not tell anyone who you or what happens to you. Who you are or what happens to you. They'll put you on a quick pilgrimage to the crematorium. Do what I tell you. Read the journal and then find Farad. No wonder my back hurts. There's a darn novel written there. As for the journal I'm supposed to have with me, was there one with me while I was laying here? Take notes, Ika, take notes? What? No, you were stripped of the skins when you arrived here. Besides, looks like you got enough of a journal pinned on your body. What about Farad? Do you know him? Nobody I know, but then again, I don't know many people. Still, some Burks got to know where to find Farad. Once we get out of here, that is. How do we get out of here? Well, all the doors are locked, so we'll need the key. Chances are one of the walking corpses in this room has it. Walking corpses? Yeah, the mortuary keepers use dead bodies as cheap labor. The corpses are dumb as stones, but they're harmless. I won't attack you unless you attack first. frog in my throat. Is there some... Nope, not... It's still in there. Is there some other way? I don't want to kill them just for a key. Should I attack one of these corpses and look for the key? Frog. Yeah, thank you, T12. What, you think it's going to hurt their feelings? They're dead. But if you want a bright side to this, if you kill them, at least they'll have a rest before their keepers raise them up to work again. Well, alright, I'll take one of them down and get the key. Note! Search the shelves in the room for a weapon to attack the zombies with. When you find one, go to the inventory screen, the backpack button in the lower right, and arm yourself. If you wish to examine any item you find, right-click on them in the inventory screen. Alright, I'll look for one. Oh, I missed this part. Well, before you do that, arm yourself first. I think there's a scalpel on one of the shelves around here. One last thing. Those corpses are as slow as molasses, but getting punched by one of them is like being kissed by a battering ram. If they start getting an edge on you, remember you can run, and they can't. Use it to keep your distance if you need to recover. To run, either toggle run on the options menu, or hold down the shift key and left-click on the area you want to run to. If you're in danger of dying, use running to keep your distance from the zombies while you recover. Alright, thanks for the advice. Combat log. Display the additional combat details. Quick loot. Quickly gather any dropped items near the selected character. Formation. Select how the party is arranged with exploring. In old D&D, this is critical. Abort current action. Select all characters. Not relevant. Well, I guess we do have the skull with us. Pause, unpause. Something that's pause. Actions can also be assigned while paused. Select weapons. Swap weapons the selected character is using. Weapons are added to this menu via the inventory page. Note: most enemies can be attacked by selecting them in the module world. This menu is only needed for changing weapons or attacking neutral NPCs. Select spell. Cast one of the character's available spells. Use a quick item. Items are added to the menu via the inventory page. Select special ability. If the character has any special abilities, access them here. Initiative. Initiate conversation with a party member. Dialogue. Select special abilities. Select item. Select spell. Weapons. Select weapon. Pause module. View quest objectives. Journal entries and bestiality entries. Bestiary entries. Bestiality. Bestiary entries. Access character information. Reform the party or level up the selected character. Review the last few NPC dialogues. Bad. Sorry. Selected characters. Review the last few NPC dialogues. Toggle whether the camera looks to the selected character. Panning is disabled when the camera view is locked. This is an office, I know. I'm also on vacation. Also, it's almost Halloween. It's supposed to be extra spooky around here. If active, party members use basic combat behavior. Turn off for full combat control. Cannot confirm or deny that this is in the module. I mean, depends on who wrote it, right? Best party. Or rest party. If resting is permitted in the current area, the party rests and restores hit points and spells. Okay. Mage spellbook. Select mage spells to cast if available. Map screen. Display a map of the area. Add map notes. Ooh, we can customize the map and view the world map. Inventory. Change equipped items. Move item between party members and read item descriptions. Inventory screen. Huh, okay. Show hide hit points. Toggle whether this character displays health bar or shows hit points. So wait, what is the okay, so this is like quick use. And then that's regular inventory. Okay. Formation. Abort. Select all characters. Party member slots. Oh, wow. That's a lot of party members we can have. Dang. Crying. Chris Avalon? Last time I checked. Okay.
Done.
Oh. Was it shift to sprint? Oh, yeah. Shift to sprint. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, that's... Oh, wait. Actually, maybe I do want to see that. Okay, name us one... Oh, we are a fighter. Human. Male. AC 10. Hit points. All of our stats like we left them. Biography. I feel like I've woken up inside someone's dream. I don't know who I am. I don't know how I got here. And I don't know how to get out. First thing I remember is crawling off of a metal slab in some vaulted monastery called the mortuary and some floating skull asking me a bunch of darned questions. I lost my memory, I've lost my possessions, and the only thing I really seem to know is that I can get stabbed, beaten, burned, and I get better. The regeneration of mind hasn't done much for my looks, but no one seems to notice. I need to figure out what I am and how I got this way. I feel like something's missing, something inside, but I don't know what. Oh, we can look at his stuff. He's a fighter, huh? AC of 2, so he's very hard to hit. Hit points, alignment. He's chaotic good. Low charisma, low wisdom, mostly dex and con. Of course you got questions about me. You probably have questions about all sorts of things. Let me boil it down for you. When you've been as dead as long as I have, without arms, legs, or anything else, you spend a lot of time thinking, you know. I figure it's been a few hundred years since I got pinned into the dead book, but the time doesn't really tally up the way it used to. Without that mortality thing pressing down on you, all the days and nights kind of blend together, so you think about this and you think about that. The most important piece of wisdom I've learned over the past 100 or so years is this. There's a lot more obscene gestures you can make with your eyes and your jaw than most people think. Without even resorting to insulting or taunting, you can really light a bonfire into someone just with the right combination of eye movements and jaw clicking. Drives them barmy? If you ever get beheaded and your skin flayed from your skull, I'll show you how it's done. I got some real gems, Chief. They'd give a deva... They'd drive a deva to murder, they would. I think, if I remember correctly, a deva is... Unless it's referring to it, I don't know. There's a lot of ways I could interpret that. I'm not sure. I know what you're thinking. I'm dead. I've lost so much. It should have sobered me up to all the joy I missed, all the loves I've lost. Some people get depressed about death. They haven't tried it, of course. But one thing they haven't seemed to realize is how it changes your perspective of things. It makes you take a second look at life. Broaden your horizons. For me, it's pretty much made me realize how many dead shites? Chits? I guess it's chits, right? How many dead chits are in the burg? What is this? And how few sharp-tongued men like myself there are to go around. You spin the wheel right and your years of spending nights alone are over. Basically, angels. Oh, okay, so it is a deva. Okay, that isn't... I wasn't sure if he was talking about, like, deva angels, or, like, that was short for devils or something, so... Okay, basically angels. Yeah, this is like a pseudo... If I remember correctly, my D&D lore, a deva is like a pseudo-angel of, like, the order planes, given, like, a physical form, and or, like, a slight reference to, like, a half-breed between a mortal and, like, an angel, sort of. There's a little bit of interpretation depending on which edition you're reading, but... Let's see. There's just a lot on this. Okay. Shallow. I'm not shallow. I just don't get caught up in all that philosophy and faith and belief wash that every Burke from Arborea to the Grey Waste rattle their jaws about. Who cares? The planes are what they are, and you're what you are. And if it changes, fine, but things aren't bad the way they are. Then I should know. Go on, ask me some questions about the planes, or the chant, or the people, or the cultures. When you end up like me, without eyelids, that is, you end up seeing a lot of things. I can tell you almost everything you need to know. It's like this. We're in this together, Chief. Until this is over, I stick like your leg. Okay, that almost feels like not English at the end. Alright. Alright, so we have nothing in our inventories, correct? Nothing but the old punchers. And my eyeball. I have a traditional... I know that might sound weird, but we have a traditional eyeball. But non-traditional eyeballs are definitely a thing in D&D. No coin. Nothing. Alright. Also, it seems to be paused, which is good. It's going to take a little getting used to for this movement system. Look like someone is in the middle of dissecting this corpse. You can look at your own eyeball? Okay, that does work. Eyeball. This is your eye. It looks like it's seen better days. Fists. 1 to 3 crushing damage. Speed 1. Proficiency fists. Your fist is your default attack. Although the amount of damage you can do with your fist is relatively small, you can attack quickly, and the damage you do is affected by your strength. Your punches are lethal. You can kill with repeated blows. As long as you have not filled up all your quick weapon slots, you can always select fist as your current weapon. I feel like the way it's telling me, it's like, yeah, your strength's high enough you can actually punch people to death if you want. We got some bandages. Okay, left, if you hold shift and click, they will go in your inventory. Looks like we can carry about 200 pounds of stuff, which is nice. Actually, what is this? I'm not seeing a weapon on here, though. They mentioned that there was a scalpel on this. Oh, maybe it's this one over here? Can I? Okay, thank you. I like being able to move the camera around without using the mouse. Oh, yep, there's the scalpel. Damage 1 to 3 piercing, proficiency edged, not usable by priests. This simple surgical cutting tool looks like it's seen a lot of use. To equip the scalpel, left-click it to pick it up, then drop it on the player character portrait or in the weapon slot from the inventory. Whoa, whoa. Alright, thanks for the, okay. Alright, you found the scalpel. Now go get those corpses. And don't worry, I'll stay back and provide valuable tactical advice. Maybe you could help? I will be helping you. Good advice is hard to come by. I mean, help as in, like, attacking. Me? I'm a romantic, not a soldier. I'll just get in the way. When I attack this corpse, you better be right there with me or you'll be the next thing I plunge the scalpel into. Alright, then. Time to introduce those corpses to the second death, then. Although you can attack by selecting a weapon from the quick menu, pressing A also toggles the attack cursor. Let's go. Okay. But why would I attack with a scalpel when I can just give him the old face punch? So is this real-time combat, then? This corpse looks like someone turned it inside out. A machine at the head of the table has peeled the skin off the forehead to give direct access to the skull. Bloody cloth covers the remains of this corpse. The stench rising from the body is almost unbearable. Couple of doors. What is this thing? It is... whatever it is, it's not important. I guess it's just a table of stuff? Can I... nothing on this one. Okay. Mostly just doors. Yeah, mostly just doors. Alright. So we have to find one of these guys who has a key. Huh? Zombie worker. The shambling corpse looks like it has been dead for several years. The skin along its forehead has peeled back, revealing its chalk white skull. Someone has chiseled the number 569 into the exposed bone. Looking for a key. Do you happen to have one? Examine the corpse, seeing if it's carrying a key. Let's look. The corpse doesn't appear to be carrying a key, and it doesn't look like it would be able to use it if it had. Its fingers are broken, so if anyone smashed them with a hammer. As if someone had smashed them with a hammer. You do happen to notice that its left shoulder is heavily bandaged. The bandages might be usable if the corpse was disposed of first. I guess you don't have it. You don't happen to know which of your other corpse friends has the key out of this place. Chief, they can't hear you. All right, they're dead. But you're dead and you're talking to me. Yeah, but I'm special. Death couldn't kill my zest for life. These corpses here... Mort rolls his eyes. They probably didn't see much personality to begin with. I see. Look, Chief, watching you trying to swap the chant with these corpses isn't doing much for my morale. Let's leave the corpse talk for the barmanies. Alright, alright. Okay. The targeting on these guys is a little weird, too. And all the way back. 825 for a key. And the corpse. The corpse is carrying nothing, but you happen to notice its hands are heavily bandaged. The bandages might be useful if the corpse was disposed of. The key. You don't happen to know which of your... I ain't talking to you. So we get a lot of extra bandages out of this if we wanted. Stitched closed. The faint smell of formaldehyde emanates from the body. 782. Key. This corpse looks like it's the one with the key. It is holding it tightly in its left hand. Its thumb and forefinger locked around it in a death grip. It looks like you'll need to hack the corpse's hand off to free the key. Corpse, it looks like you're not long for this world. Auto pause. Enemy sighted. Damage 5. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I agree. I concur, module. Auto pause to attacks. Gain experience 65. And that key. Almost looks like there's something there on the ground. Like bandages or something? Alright, well that went well. So, is this like... Oh no, it's A, right? Yeah. Just a little back punch. Enemy sighted. Gain experience. Might as well take the bandages. Going well so far. Oh, there we go. I thought there was a... Okay, you don't even have to left shift. You just left click and it gives it to you. Alright. Alright, so does it matter which door we go out of? Did he say which door we need to go out of? I guess that was the right one. They haven't talked about stealth or anything yet, so... Oh, there he comes. What's he doing? Some advice, Chief. I keep it quiet from here on. No need to put any more corpses in the dead book than necessary, especially the Femmies. Plus, killing them might draw the caretakers here. I don't think you mentioned it before. Who are the caretakers? Call themselves the Dustmen. You can't miss them. They have an obsession with black and rigor mortis of the face. They're an little bunch of ghoulish death worshippers. They believe everyone should die sooner, better than later. I'm confused. Why does the Dustman care if I escape? Were you listening? I said that the Dusties believe everybody's got to die sooner, better than later. You think the corpses you've seen are happier in the dead book than out of it? See here, like, where did they all come from? Before you said something about making sure I didn't kill any female corpses? Why? I'm from. Let's visit the plains every day, Chief. These shamblers are all that's left of the poor sods who sold their bodies to the caretakers after death. Don't like me. Who are the caretakers? Isn't that the... What? Are you serious? Look, Chief. These dead chites are the last chance for a couple of hardy bashers like us. We need to be chivalrous. No hacking them up for keys, no lopping their limbs off, things like that. Last chance? What are you talking about? Chief, they're dead. We're dead. So we're see where I'm going? You can't be serious. Chief, we've already got an opening line with these limping ladies. We've all died at least once. We'll have something to talk about. They'll appreciate men with our kind of death experience. I swear I'm not an elk. You sprayed me earlier about accidentally mentioning bestiality and not bestiary. What was the rules about necrophilia? And does it count if we're undead? I need an official I Sermon on an Elk vote on what's going on the screen right now. Wait, you didn't say before that I'm not dead. Well, alright, you might not be dead, but I am. And from where I'm standing, I wouldn't mind sharing a coffin with some of these fine, sinewy cadavers I see here. Mort starts clacking his teeth as if in anticipation. Of course, the caretakers would have to part with them first, and that's not likely. Where did all these corpses come from? Alright, I'll try to remember that. Look, Chief, it's obvious you're still a little addled after your kiss with death, so I got 2 bits of advice for you. 1, if you got questions, ask me, alright? Note, to speak to a party member, select the talk option from the quick menu, then left-click on the party member you wish to speak to. Alright, if I have any questions, I'll ask you. 2nd, if you're half as forgetful as you seem to be, start writing stuff down. Whenever you come across something that might be important, jot it down so you don't forget. If I had the journal I was supposed to have with me, I'll do that. Start a new one then, Chief. No loss. There's plenty of parchment and ink around here to last you. Alright. Couldn't hurt, I'll make a new one then. Use it to keep track of your movements. If you ever start to get cloudy on important things like who you are, or more importantly, who I am, use it to refresh your memory. Note, to access your journal, select the journal button on the quick menu and your journal will automatically be updated throughout the module. Alright, I got it, let's go.
Updated my journal.
Ah, there you go, journal updated. I updated my journal. You can hear that? Okay. Where was the journal? Oh, journal screen. More red from the directions tattooed on my back. I need to find someone named Farad. I'm not certain where to start looking. Hopefully asking someone on the locals in this strange place will allow me to track him down. More directions tattooed on my back is supposed to have a journal. Oh wow, it has like day and hours. My original missing Morty, I don't know who I am, what I'm doing here. Let's go to a set of directions. I'm drinking. Okay, I don't lose the journal. Leave this message for myself? Looks like I need to find this Farad in my journal. Okay. Wow, enter search term. That's concerning. There's the nameless one. You are nameless. You woke on a slab in the mortuary in sigil. Covered in scars and tattoos, your memory god. Who has done this to you and why? You don't know yet. But you're going to find out. Mort is a talking skull. His sole weapon seems to be his mouth, whether by taunting or biting. He'll be along for the ride, whether you want him around or not. You are somewhat curious as to how he's able to float around. Oh, and then the NPCs. Female zombie and a male zombie. His corpses. There's one of the normal human being. Although zombies move and attack very slowly. And apparently when they catch a target, their blows are capable of killing a normal human being with a single punch. Wow, that is an extreme, yeah. Yeah, I'm here. I wasn't earlier when talking to the Gatorade. I was talking to the Gatorade. Also, my phone died any second here. Okay, well, charge your phone and have a good day at work. Oh, yeah. PST is the final boss of words. Okay. Jeez. All right. So is there a way to, like pickpocket them? Shambling corpse gazes at you with vacant eyes. Her skin is paper thin, almost wispy. It's like someone dropped a sheet of cobwebs across her frame. The number 594 has been scratched onto her forehead with a charcoal pencil. You do anything later. The corpse continues to stare at you. Farewell, then. You see the way she was looking at me, huh? You see that? The way she was following the curve of my occipital bones? What are you talking about? What? Are you blind? She was counting me out. It was shameless the way she wanted me. Wanted to go away, maybe. She was obviously too distracted by me to pay attention to some stupid... I think you're imagining things. She's a zombie, a corpse, dead person. I think you and your imagination need some time away from each other. Yeah, whatever. When you've been dead as long as I have, you know the signals. It may be too subtle for you to pick up on, but that's why I'll be spending my nights with some luscious, recently dead chit while you're standing here going, huh? What's going on? Where's my memories? Whatever, Mort, let's go. Okay. Looks to be... I can't... Oh, there we go. Bloodstains, rust, and other remains cover the surface of this metal slab. It is much larger than most of the other slabs and is sitting on a platform that allows it to be rotated. Interesting. He'll be an English major by the end of this? Yeah. I might, maybe. Definitely gonna see some words in here I haven't seen before. If for no other reason than D&D made up a bunch of words. Okay. I don't want to get... Well, hold on. Run back over here for me. Also, why are you just sitting there? Oh, are we not formed up? Inventory map. Open dialogue, toggle AI. Yeah, shouldn't he be staying with me then? I guess not. I have to remember to get in the habit of, I guess, selecting everybody.
All right.
It'll be like Underrail all over again. Yeah, it is. Door's locked. You'll need a key. Okay. But it's Underrail with... he threw his jaw. It's Underrail with a party. Click and drag over them. Yeah. Alright, so we don't want to actively attack the zombies more than we have to, even though I want to farm them for XP. But don't do that because it might invoke, like, a boss fight. Nothing there. Receiving room logbook. Okay. Seems important. Oh, that's I don't know what that is. Not going over there. Sweet. We got 13 copper and fist irons. Fist irons. Proficiency fists. Not usable by mages. The screwed iron bar is designed to slip over the fist, with a thick portion resting in the palm and the iron ring facing outward, over the knuckles. While wearing these fist irons, a single punch can shatter someone's jaw. Maybe weapons in Torment do similar amounts of damage, but the type of damage each weapon does varies. Some characters are more vulnerable to certain types of damage than others. If your current weapon isn't doing much damage against a creature, chances are it is resistant to it. Switch off weapons, see which one works best. Underworld's got nothing on this. We'll see. Alright, so we do have a equipable weapon now, I guess. We now have a punch gauntlet. Nothing. Okay, that did open. That's a big old book. The gate looks sealed shut. There is no lock or other means of opening it. These barrels contain a murky liquid. It smells like a cross between vinegar and formaldehyde. Can I help you? Doll. The scribe looks very old. His skin is wrinkled and has a slight trace of yellow, like a parchment. Charcoal gray eyes lie within an angular face, and a large white beard flows down the front of his robes like a waterfall. His breathing is ragged and irregular, but even his occasional coughing does not slow the scratching of his quill pen. And here's the first boss? Okay. Leave them in peace. If they're not going to actively attack me right this second. Corpse has been completely wrapped in bandages like a mummy. A mummy. Nothing in that. Bonk? You mean I should attack them wildly without asking them who they are? What's going on? Triple bonk? So yeah, I'm pretty sure you're saying I should just start punching them, yes? Is this correct? How do I save? Oh, here we go. Okay, I can't, like, name it. Okay, I just saved. Are you sure you want to load? Okay. No, I'm bonking T12. I can tell. Alright, hold on. Taking him out, team. Wow, he died in one hit? What a wimp. Jabate. Didn't need that loser. I got his pin. The squirrel pin looks like it is made from the feather of some great bird. It has a giant ashen smell. It has a faint ashen smell about it. He's old. This book is huge. It must contain thousands of names. I guess this is the Book of the Dead? Alright. Fine. I will... Yes, I'd like to load back. We'll not kill him. For now. Did that work? No? Wait, what? Okay,
I'm gone.
That was weird, but alright. That was a good hit, though. I mean, we have 18 strength, and we're using, like, brass knuckles. Well, Chief, what are you doing? I was going to speak with the scribe. He might know something about how I got here. I was going to... look, rattling your bone box with dusties should be the last thing. Before Mort can finish his rant, the scribe begins coughing violently. After a moment or two, the coughing spell dies down. The scribe's breath resumes its ragged wheeze. Looking to of harming the elderly. And we especially shouldn't be swapping the chant with sick dusties. Come on, let's leave. The more we give this place the laugh, the better. Before Mort can finish, the scribe's gray eyes flicker to you. The weight of your ears hanging heavy upon me, restless one. He places down the quill, but I do not yet count deafness among my ailments. Restless one? Do you know me? Know you? There's a trace of bitterness in the scribe's voices as he speaks. I have never known you, restless one. No more than you have known yourself. He's silent for a moment. For you have forgotten, have you not? Who are you? As always, the question. And the wrong question, as always. He bows slightly, but the movement suddenly sends him into a bout of coughing. Pause for a moment, catches in his breath. I am Dal. Maybe you can answer some questions?
Updated my journal.
Very well, what do you wish to know? What is this place? You are in the mortuary, restless one. Again you have come. Before he can finish, Dahl breaks into a fit of coughing. After a moment he calms himself. His breathing resumes its ragged wheeze. This is the waiting room for those about to depart the shadow of this life. I'm at the mortuary. So where the dead are brought to be interred or cremated. It is our responsibility as dustmen to care for the dead, those who have left this shadow of life and walk the path of true death. All's voice drops in concern. Your ruins must have exacted a heavy toll if you do not recognize this place. It is almost your home. Shadow of life? Yes, a shadow. You see, the restless one, this life, it is not real. Your life, my life, they are shadows. Flickering of what life once was. This life is where we end up after we die. And here we remain, trapped, caged, until we can achieve the true death. True death? True death is non-existence, a state devoid of reason, of sensation, or passion. All coughs and gives a ragged breath, a state of purity. Sounds like oblivion. Why would anyone want that? Is it worse than remaining in the shadow of what life once was? I think not. Tell me more about the mortuary. It's where the dead are brought to... Okay. Life, true death. Dustmen? Dustmen are a faction, a gathering of those of us that recognize the illusion of this life. We await the next life and help others on their journey. Why do the dustmen want me dead? Doll sighs. It's said there are souls who can never attain the true death. Death has forsaken them, and their names shall never be penned in the dead book. To wake from death as you have done suggests you are one of these souls. Your existence is unacceptable to our faction. Unacceptable? That doesn't seem like it leaves me in a good position. You must understand, your existence is a blasphemy to them. Many of our faction would order you cremated if they were aware of your affliction. You're a dustman. You don't seem to be in favor of killing me. Why? Dusty's like dying. Yeah. Because forcing our beliefs upon you is not just. You must give up the shadow of life on your own, not because we force you. Dahl looks about to break into another coughing jag, but he manages to hold it with some effort. As long as I remain at my post, I will protect your right to search for your own truth. What's your post? I'm a scribe, a cataloger of all the shells that come to the mortuary. Dahl coughs again, then takes a deep breath. As long as the stream of corpses flowed through the mortuary, I shall remain at my post. You say that I have been here more than once. How is it that the dustmen don't recognize me?
Updated my journal.
I'm the one that catalogs the shells that come to our halls, Restless One. Dahl breaks into a fit of coughing, then steadies himself. Only I see the faces of those that lie upon our slabs. The dark of your existence lies safe with me. Some other questions. Tell me about how to get out of here. How did I get here? Dahl snorts in contempt, as if he finds the memory repugnant. Your moldy chariot ferried you to the mortuary, Restless One. You would think you were royalty based on the number of loyal subjects that lay stinking and festering upon the cart that carried you. Be right back? Alright. I arrived here on a cart.
Updated my journal.
Yes, your body was somewhere in the middle of the heap, sharing its fluids with the rest of the mountain of corpses. Ugh. Dahl breaks into another violent fit of coughing, finally catching his breath minutes later. Your sensational Farad was, as always, pleased to accept a few moldy coppers to dump the lot of you at the mortuary gates. Who is Farad? Doesn't seem like you like Farad much. He is a collector of the dead. Dahl draws a ragged breath, then continues. We have such people in our city that scavenge the bodies of those that have walked the path of true death, and bring them to us so that they may be interred properly. Seem like you like Farad much. There are some I respect, Restless One. Dahl takes a ragged breath and steadies himself. Farad is not one of them. He wears his ill repute like a bandage of honor and takes takes liberties with the possessions of the dead. He is a knight of the post, cross-trading filth of the lowest sort. Wow. Knight of the post? Knight of the post, Dahl coughs. A thief. All Farad brings to our walls comes stripped of a little less of their dignity than they possessed in life. Farad takes whatever he may pray from their stiffening fingers. You take anything from me? Pauses, considering. Most likely. Are you missing anything, especially anything of value? His voice dips as he frowns. Not that Farad would take exception to anything that wasn't physically grafted to your body. Sometimes even that's not enough to give his greedy mind pause. I'm missing a journal. A journal? If it was of any value, then it likely lies in Farad's hands. Where can I find Farad? If events persist as they have, Restless One, you have a much greater chance of Farad finding you and bringing you to us again before you find whatever ooze puddle he wallows in this time. Nevertheless, I must find him. Slight warning creeps into Dahl's tone. Do not seek out Farad, Restless One. I am certain that it will simply come full circle again. With none of us the wiser and Farad a few coppers richer. Accept death, Restless One. Do not perpetuate your circle of misery. I have to find him.
Updated my journal.
Well, silent for a moment. When he finally speaks, he seems to do so reluctantly. I do not know under which gutter stone Farad layers at the moment, but I'd imagine that he can be found somewhere beyond the mortuary gates in the hive. Perhaps someone there will know where you can find him. Okay. Mortuary. Dustman. Dead. Some other questions. How do I get out of here? The front gate is the most obvious exit, but they will not let anyone other than dustmen pass. Dahl breaks into a ragged cough, then continues. One of the guides by the front gate has a key to it, but it's unlikely he will open it for you unless you are extremely persuasive. I see. Do you know who I am?
Updated my journal.
I know scant little of you, Restless One. I know little more of those that have journeyed with you and who now lie in our keeping. Dahl sighs. I ask that you no longer ask others to join with you, Restless One. Where you walk, so walks misery. Let your burden be your own. There are others?
Updated my journal.
Do you not know the woman's corpse interred in the memorial hall below? I had thought that she had traveled with you in the past. Well, looks like he is about to start coughing again and catches his breath. Am I mistaken? Lurk? Okay, enjoy your lurk, Ika. Oh, yeah, your low battery lurk? Yeah. Said there were others. Where's her body? Northwest Memorial Hall on the floor below us. Check the buyer's beers there? Her name should be on one of the memorial plaques. Perhaps that will revive her memory. Mayhaps I will go find her. I had some other questions for you before. Well, I'm traveling with a woman. You said there was others? Doubtless there are, but I know that not their names, nor where they lie. One such as you has left a path many have walked, and few have survived. Well, gestures around. All dead come here. Some must have traveled with you once. Following reasoning, I have some other questions. You sound ill. Are you not well? I'm close now to the true death, Restless One. It will not be long before I pass beyond the eternal boundary and find the peace I have been seeking. I tire of this mortal sphere. Doll gives a ragged sigh. The plains hold no more wonders for one such as I. Eternal boundary? The boundary between the shadow of this life and the true death. Other questions? Are you certain there might be some way I could help you? I do not wish to live forever, nor live again, Restless One. I could not bear it. So be it. Farewell, Doll. As you turn to leave, Doll speaks, know this. I do not envy you, Restless One. To be reborn as you would be a curse that I could not bear. You must come to terms with it. At some point, your path will return you here. Doll coughs, the sound rattling his throat. It is the way of all things flesh and bone. Oh, a double bot. Double botted? Oh my god, it's a double robot. Whoa, double robot. Oh my god. That's an ancient meme by today's standards. Double robots. I'm like, how many novels did you finish? I mean, we're most of the way through the Doll novel, I think. I think Roald Dahl was an actual writer in real life, right? So I don't see why we couldn't have technically read through a Roald Dahl novel. Link and bone. Perhaps we will meet again, Null. I also like that it's like, hey, Dollface. like we're an old-timey private investigator type. Okay, couldn't open that. Can't really investigate much in the way of, like... Should I look in this one? I think I looked in all of these, right? The zombie is blocking me from going to the table. Okay, nothing in there. Let's keep on moving. Okay, so we can go and attempt to find, I guess, our lady friend. I guess I can't go this way? I guess I can't go that way. Kill it? What? I was told not to kill the zombies because it would make people mad. Oh, there's a lady in here, I think. Ivana? Since coming from this corpse is truly nauseating. Someone split open this man's chest and has yet to remove the internal organs. Another question is this technically stealing? It is, right? Nothing. Ivini. You see a slight young woman with pale features. The sunken flesh around her cheeks and neck make her appear as if she is starving. She seems intent on dissecting the corpse in front of her, prodding the chest with a finger. Greetings. The woman does not respond. She seems too intent on the body in front of her. As you watch her work, you suddenly notice her hands. Her fingers are talons. They're darting in and out of the corpse's chest cavity like knives, removing organs. I said greetings. The one makes no response. You think... I think the dusty chip might be a bit short of hearing, Chief. Let's lay off, shall we? What's with her hands? Journal. She's a tiefling. Really? That's what they're calling a tiefling. All right. Chief, they got fiend blood in their veins, usually cause some ancestor there shared knickers with one demon or another. Really? Make some of them addled in the head and addled looking too. Oh my god. Okay, leave her alone. Alright, we have to get her attention though. We gotta talk to her. She's gonna accidentally talon us right in the neck. Greetings. What's wrong with your hands? Response. I do like the tiefling thing. I didn't realize those existed in 2nd edition. I thought that was a thing that came around in 3rd. Tieflings are basically what they just described. Someone in their ancestry made some kind of deal and or had romantic interests in a demonic demon or demonic creature of some sort, and it affected the bloodline, and it manifests in different ways. In this case, it sounds like it just gave her talon hands, but in a lot of like 4th and 5th edition, it was usually more of like reddish skin and horns and like a tail, and more like classic like pitchfork demons.
That's a full rainbow all the way. Double rainbow. Oh my god. Double rainbow.
A little late, Ika, but yeah, that's what I was making the joke about earlier with the double robots. Tap the woman to get her attention. The woman jumps and wimps around to face you. Her eyes are rotting yellow with small orange dots for pupils. As she sees you, her expression changes from surprise to irritation, and she frowns at you. Greetings? She doesn't... What is that? Okay, she doesn't seem to have heard you. She leans forward, squinting as she can't quite make you out. Whatever is wrong with her eyes must make her terribly nearsighted. She clacks her taloned fingers together and makes a strange motion with her hands. Fine thread and embalming juice. Wow, there's apparently a lot of those. Thank you, Ika. Is sleeping with the devil a monster mater? I would say yeah. It's a supernatural creature. I don't see why it's not. I mean, it's not going to be like a Frankenstein or a werewolf, right? Or like a Bigfoot, but it is a supernatural creature with non-traditional human look. So I would say it falls into the monster mater subcategory of internet peoples. Find thread and embalming juice. Bring here to even a go. You've been assigned a quest. Quests are displayed in your diary or in the quest portion of your journal. To see all your quests you've been assigned and their status, simply select quests from the journal menu. I had questions.
Updated my journal.
Turns away. She makes no sign that she heard you. That's maybe short of hearing. All right. Journal screen. That's not even, it doesn't even have the right hands. Thus, men are the caretakers of the mortuary for the bodies. The fiction seems to be a pretty somber bunch. No showing expression or interest in anything. They seem intent upon taking care of all the dead bodies that come into the mortuary, cataloging them, preparing them, and then burying them somewhere. Oh no. Oh no! Alright. I didn't expect that, like, gigantic hair. Also, his beard's not nearly wide enough. They said it was supposed to be like snow, like, flowing down his face. The elderly scribe looks very old. His skin is wrinkled and has a slight trace of yellow, like an old parchment. Charcoal gray eyes lie within an angular face, a non-human face, as the ears narrow into points. A large white beard flows down the front of his black robes like... Yeah, that's not white, though. The front of his robes like a waterfall. He coughs occasionally. The book he works in is huge and seems to contain many names. Okay. Apparently, let's see. What do we got? Oh my god. Do you want me to read all of this? There's a journal. And a sickly scribe named Dahl and the mortuary. He knows I'd forgotten before I spoke to him. Did I know him before I lost my memories? Some answers, but this place seems to breed more and more questions. He was one of the responsible for keeping my return visits to the mortuary a secret from the rest of the dustmen, since he is described in the receiving room, the only one who sees my body when it arrives here. Lighting, perhaps? Maybe it's the lighting. Apparently, Farad delivered my body here in a cart along with a heap of other corpses. Was I actually dead when he did this? Don't tell me that Farad can be found beyond the mortuary in some place called the Hive. He doesn't seem to want me to go hunting Farad. And again, he's not the one who's lost his memories or woken up from the dead, so he can keep his opinions to himself. Dahl suggested I ask some of the people in the Hive where I can find Farad. Asked Dahl if he knew me, and he responded that he knew little of me, and even less about the companions that had traveled with me in the past. And their bodies lie in the mortuary. Perhaps seeing them will cause my memories to resurface. Dahl told me that one of the women who journeyed with me is interred in the memorial hall on the first floor of the mortuary. And the dust woman embalmer I counted as a tiefling, someone with fiendish blood in their veins. Apparently the fiendish blood warps their bodies. In some cases, their minds as well. From what Maury said, it sounds like there are a number of tieflings about, which would imply a fair number of fiends as well. The dust woman embalmer named Evenia? I don't know how that... Evenia? The mortuary. In addition to her taloned hands and tallow-colored flesh, she was nearsighted and deaf, and mistook me for a zombie. Wanted me to go find her a jar of embalming fluid and some needle and thread, presumably for stitching up the corpse of the table in front of her. There must be some around the mortuary somewhere, perhaps in one of the adjoining rooms. Okay. Fine. Find missing journal. Find embalming fluid. Okay. Oh, technically Booba. Another corpse of the stone slab. There's no indication what the body died of. These barrels contain a murky liquid. It smells like a cross between vinegar and formaldehyde. Also, that's back where we started. Not much of vision in this place. There is lighting, though. It appears to be like gas-powered lamps. Did I search these ones? Yeah, okay. Let's go see what's in this other room. I don't like how pitch black this is over here. It's concerning to me. Bloodstains, rust, another slab. It's not really allowed to be rotated. Here's an interesting question. Iggy or T12, either of you. Oh, why don't that go away? But is there... What's the best way to describe this? Is there, like, pixel hunting for secrets in this? Or is it only if we have, like, a high enough perception check? Do we need to perceive the secrets as a character, or do I need to find them as the person playing? Like, do I need to find a secret little thing I can click on behind this pipe, or does my character have to see it? You bet there is? Oh, God. Okay. So, both, or I need to do pixel hunting? I don't know how they handle secrets. I need to figure out how secrets are handled. If there's pixel hunting, then expect me to just start spamming. Everywhere we go, I'm just going to start spamming like the search and hope to see something on the cursor. Okay. Oh, we can actually walk between that. That's good to know. Blood on this table is still fresh. Dried blood covers the slab surface. Covers the remains of the corpse. The okay. Nothing new there. Context helps, I guess. Yeah. Do I need to worry about pixel hunting, or do I need to worry about perception checks, or is it both? Nothing there. I guess it helps that it gives me the outline. That is one thing that they said they changed, so I guess it helps that it gives me the outline. Jar of embalming fluid. Well, we need one of those. 2 jars of embalming fluid. Oh, I wonder if I can left shift. The container is locked. Can I punch it? Can I...
Forced it.
Yes, I can! Awesome. Ancient copper earring and some bandages. Fantastic. See, there are bodies being embalmed. Oh, I guess that's true, yeah. Rotting corpse is riddled with tubes. A yellow liquid is cycling through the tubes into strange machines. The machine is making clicking noises like an insect. Alright, we got the embalming fluid. Okay. Oh, wait, I wanted to... Oh, sweet! You can use the right shift to use the arrows and click to have them run. That's fantastic. Need a key.
Failed. 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 Failed.
Oh, I can't bash that one open. Okay. Alright, I guess we'll have to go upstairs then? Oh wait, this is a door. I need a key. Do you?
Failed. 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 Failed.
Gosh darn it. Wait, what was that? Oh, that's upstairs. Let's go upstairs then, I guess. That was weird. Mortuary, 3rd floor.
Done.
Oh, these are cabinets. Nothing in there. Ancient... Quick item. So... Okay. So... For those youngins out there who might not know this, in D&D, you don't just put something on or, like, start wielding a weapon. Especially in a situation like this, there is a non-zero chance that literally anything I interact with is cursed, and that can be a problem. So I'm not just going to put this earring on. This copper earring looks ancient. Oddly enough, there doesn't seem to be a hook or any means of actually attaching to your ear. A series of strange grooves have been carved on the inside of the earring, however, which might merit a closer examination. Darn if he knows. Yeah, I've been around long enough. If you're ever capable of examining an object further or performing an action on the object outside of the world screen, a use button will appear for the object on the examination screen. Ah, okay. This button allows you to manipulate it through a dialog screen. If you wish to examine the grooves of the earring, select the use button. This isn't Cthulhu, so I'm okay with reading things. This copper earring looks extremely old. It looks like it was meant to be worn, but there doesn't seem to be a hook or any means of actually attaching it to your ear. There is a series of strange grooves on the inside of the earring. Examine the grooves. The grooves are evenly spaced along the inside of the earring. Upon closer examination, they remind you of small fangs. They are definitely man-made, but you can't figure out what they were intended for. Upon closer examination, they remind you of small fangs. That doesn't... Is that just a... That's a trap ring. That's a trap, isn't it? You put this on and then it bites into your skin and now you've got... Put the earring away. Okay, that's a trap. That's 100% a trap ring. What is that? Charcoal charm. Okay. Resistance to fire, plus 25 resistance to magical fire. This piece of charcoal is a charred bone fragment of some creature, perhaps a finger bone or a talon. Various symbols have been scratched onto its surface. The scratchings are faint, you almost miss them. The charcoal charm temporarily protects the user against flames and extreme heat. To use a charm, the charred bone is snapped. Both halves are ground to powder, then the charcoal dust is rubbed on over the heart of the user. Interesting, okay. Could be an earring of sudden fireballs. Oh, I bet it could. Yeah, sudden fireballs that fall from the sky into my face. Yeah, 110%. Agreed. Skeleton worker. Oh. That looks dangerous. Oh, there's a dustman. Okay. Mummified corpse looks like it's bound for the crematorium. There's another dustman. Huh? What's up? I'm gonna walk over here real quick. Oh, he forgot about me. He forgot about me. That's perfect. Perfect. I haven't seen any mention of stealth or anything. He's giving chase. He was for a second, but he forgot about me when I went around the corner. Okay, so it looks like the floors aren't on fire right this second. If Underrelish proved anything, is my weird ability to dodge NPCs in slow speed chases. Nothing there. Iron pry bar, baby, yeah. Now we're gonna start opening some doors. Dustman request. A note written on a scrap of dry parchment. Contact the necromancer responsible for raising contractual worker 42. I know that he's examined the skeleton before, but I'm certain the initial raising of the body was warped. The worker still responds to commands, but when it has completed a task, it resumes pacing in the same circular pattern as it did before. Nala recently informed me that worker 42 exhibited the same walking pattern when it was a zombie decades ago. There may be soul echo in the marrow, or the skeleton's age may have caused the magic animating him to decay. One of the initiates suggested it may be following an order issued by a higher-ranking dustman in the past, but I found no record of such an order. Whatever the reason for its behavior, the matter is to be resolved or the worker replaced. Why does it matter it's walking around in circles? Container is locked? Container is locked? It makes it a giant, like, Morning Star weapon. That's funny. Oh yeah, pry bar.
Forced it.
Bash successful. Clot charm, and some copper. Yeah, that is a very big, club weapon. Spiked club, not a pry bar, but whatever. Zombie worker, and skeleton worker. I haven't actually talked to one of them yet. Animated skeleton smells horrible, as if it had been freshly stripped and prepared. Its jaw and major joints are tightly wound with leather straps, and a rough smock has been thrown over it. The number 1221 has been chiseled into its forehead. Pardon me, I'm walking around here. I have to ask, why the smock? I mean, it's not like you have anything to be modest about. Makes no reply. Greetings to you, Bones. Stay healthy. I wonder if this Greybeard would mind if I borrowed his body. Greybeard? Greybeard, you know, geezer, old feller, yellow dog, old? Well, I don't think it's any position to object. Why not take his body? Morty studies the skeleton for a moment, then shakes his head. Nah, I need a fresher one than this, and something with a little more dignity. This one's all creaky and fractured. Alright, let's go. Wait, can I actually put him on a skeleton? Also, he's carrying a weapon, by the way. I'm gonna be so annoyed if it turns out that, like, the best option was to just absolutely... Oh, no, they're gonna give chase! It's the lowest speed chase you've ever seen. Okay, they already forgot about me. We're fine. Oh, there's another dust person. Make a break for it. Slowly walk away as if you don't hear them. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Oh, there's a dust person over there, no. Can I run? Ah, they're getting so close. Don't do it. The slowest speed chases. I think he gave up already. Oh, that's so good. Dustman Embalming Charm, lesser, and another mortuary task list. Someone has pinned a series of tasks in red ink on this scrap of parchment. I would like the contracted worker to be inspected thrice daily, at the end of each work shift when the new initiates come on duty. We have experienced too many contracted collapses while engaged in heavy labor as of late, and if the embalming enhancements initially used on the corpses may be decaying or may have been warped somehow. If the contracted workers could be inspected every 8 hours and raised if they have collapsed, then this would prevent the backlog of shells in the preparation room and free up more contracted workers for other duties. I do not wish collapsed bodies to be disposed of. When possible, the original contracted shells are to be raised and be made to resume their duties. I've included spare embalming charms within the shells for the initiates on duty. They are to be used only when the shells cannot be repaired with stitching, bandaging, or application of embalming fluid. Interesting. I know, right, Iggy? I'm just being chased around. Very casually chased around. Okay. Another clot charm. Container is locked. Is it? It's not. Corpse fly charm, bone charm, and common copper. Bandages. Okay. See, that looks very hot to me. I feel like it's a bad idea to go over there. Hold on, no. Oh, that's what I needed. Just gonna go back around this way real quick. Just gonna head over there. Just head on this way. Head on down. Just don't mind me. Just following orders. Just doing my job. I'm acquiring the thread. Oh, that looks different. It's just junk. Must have been the wind. Yeah, exactly. Oh, do you want this skeleton body? It has either seen a great deal of combat or has fallen down one too many staircases. Both its arms and legs have been broken and rebuilt with the aid of leather straps and thin iron rods. The front of its skull bears the number 863. The back of the skull has caved in, bringing an empty cavity. You notice that someone has taken advantage of this and tucked a rolled up piece of parchment inside the skull. Take the parchment. Set the parchment out of the worker's skull. Oddly enough, it looks like if the skull cavity is intended to store messages. A tiny string is attached to the parchment from the hook bolted inside the skull so as to keep the parchment from accidentally falling out. Unhook the string, take the parchment. You unlock the string and glance over the parchment. It looks like a reminder from one of the mortuary custodians. Judging from the note, this skeleton seems to be a walking messenger of sorts. As you take a second glance at the skeleton, you realize it is stopped in front of the slab because it can't figure out how to move past it. To read notes, books, or scrolls, place them in your inventory, then right-click. Okay. Show more. Examine the skeleton again. Back the skull is caved in, forming an empty canvas. But take the parchment. I doubt you would deliver it at any time soon. I'm falling down. You're talking about. Stay healthy. It's a zombie worker. So this one? Reminder message. The rolled up piece of parchment appears to be some sort of message the skeleton mortuary was supposed to deliver. This is the third and last request for the pry bar. If it has been misplaced, tell me, and I shall go to the hive market and purchase another. I have no objection to maintaining the contracted workers, but I've been trying to repair the skeletons, and the bolts are wedged in so tight I can't get them. I can't get them out. Also, some of the locks on the storage cabinets on the 3rd floor have become stuck again due to the heat, and I need the pry bar to snap them open as well. If the pry bar is indeed lost, I will see about procuring the services of a locksmith and having the cabinets locks replaced. Your aid in this matter would be appreciated. An unreadable signature has been scrawled beneath the message. Hey, we're just actually helping out. We've been opening all these cabinets for them, and that's actually what they wanted. What are the chances? Zombie worker. It's carved in the forehead of the walking corpse. Its lips are sewn together with coarse black thread. The entire body is covered in horrible scars, worse even than your own, as if the owner had been burned to death. Its nose, ears, and several digits are missing, presumably charred away in some long ago conflagration. As you block its path to get its attention, it stops and gazes at you with the vacant eyes. Think they wanted them looted too? I mean, maybe they wanted something out of them delivered to another place. In this area, you leave the corpse in peace. Okay. Wait, is it attacking me? No, I guess it's just making noises. Oh no, go in the other room! Quickly! Oh god, it's locked! Get away from me! Quick! Run around a corner! That was a close one, Bones. My name's Morty. Listen, Bones. It was a close one, alright? You don't have to get uppity about it. Zombie worker. Female corpse is heavily tattooed with intricate patterns. Just when the thick later. Corpse in peace. I feel like the reason that you could talk. Oh my god! Don't do it. It seems like the reason you could technically talk to all of them is that there is like a non-zero chance that one of them will actually like respond to you. Oh god, we're surrounded. Bones, I don't know what to do. Whoever prepared the corpse seemed to take pity on her, showing her wait. Despite the corpse's dry, leathery skin, it's clear that this one was a beautiful woman of middle years. Whoever prepared the corpse seems to take in sewing her bow lips shut with small, neat stitches and tattooing the number. Okay, wait. There's an exit over there. This guy doesn't turn around too quickly. Should be okay. Save, to be honest? Okay. How do I go? Okay, we go this way. Okay, we can get a save. Oh, it auto saves. That's good to know. It looks like it auto saved when we went upstairs. That's fine. Let's get a new save. Save.
All right.
All right, cool. Oh yeah, I forgot I can run down here. That won't look suspicious. But we do need to find a new body for Mort. If we can get him a body and make him start carrying things, that's going to be very important for later. How do I turn in quest items? Tap her, get her attention. Sharon sees you, then frowns. Dumb zombies. Allen fingers together. Find the embalming. Give her the thread embalming.
Updated my journal.
Item lost, item lost. Gained experience 250. Nameless one. Gave her the thread and embalming fluid. Without missing a beat, Evany snaps the thread from your hands and looks it around one of her talons, then begins sewing the corpse's chest. Then takes the embalming fluid and begins to apply a layer to the corpse. Wait. Within a minute, she is finished. She clicks her talons, then turns to face you. To her surprise, she sends her hand and drags her talons along your arm and chest. Keep playing zombie? Looks like you have a new friend, Chief. You two need some time together? She traces her arms and chest. You suddenly notice she seems to be examining your scars. She draws her talons, clicks them twice, then bends forward and examines some of the tattoos on your chest. Who wrote on you? Ivers do that? No respect for zombies. Zombies, not paintings. She sniffs, then pokes one of your scars. This is one bad shape. Many scars. No preserves. Wait. Her talons only hook into the thread you brought her. And like lightning, she grabs another talon into the skin near one of your scars. It feels barely more than a pinprick, but it looks like she's about to start stitching you up. Let her work.
Updated my journal.
Sensation is curiously painless as Evie begins to stitch your scars. When she is done, she sniffs you, frowns, then stabs her fingers into the embalming fluid. the minute she has dabbed your body with it, with the fluid. And strangely enough, it makes you feel better on her work. It's maybe the second time in my life I'm thankful I don't have a nose. He puts the last touches on your body, gives you another sniff, nods, then makes a shooing motion with her talons. Done. Go. Go. Leave. What? What just happened? Weapon proficiencies. Fist plus and edged weapon plus? I apparently have bonuses to fist weapons? To hit -1, damage +2, open doors, max HP +1. Oh. Where does it tell me that? Time with party 4 hours. Strongest creature killed, zombie worker. Favorite weapon, fist. Experience party kills. Kill experience 995. Number of kills 3. Huh. Biography, reform. Okay. So I have +1 max HP now. That's cool.
What's up? Yeah?
Oh.
Done.
Oh yeah, it went from 24 to 25. Weird. Okay, so I actually kind of need to go downstairs, but we don't have a key, right? I do have the pry bar now, though. So I guess the pry bar would maybe be better at opening some of this stuff that was locked before? Was this locked? Locked.
Failed. Failed. Failed.
Oh, come on, it's a pry bar. Give me a break. Used only by fighters and thieves club. Only be used to pry open doors, chests, and even the occasional reluctant rib cage. Also makes a good bludgeoning weapon when there's no time for subtlety. Use the pry bar to force a locked door or chest lifted as a weapon, then attack the container or door you wish to pry open. Although the pry bar is specifically intended for such use, attempt to bash open a container or door with any weapon, including your fists. Fair enough. Let's go try this one then.
Failed.
No. Okay, I guess we'll have to go back upstairs and see if we can find... It looks like it was frozen. It appears to be dead, but you can't be sure. The magic contained within the harm is activated when the insect is consumed. When swallowed, the recipient suddenly becomes extremely nauseous. A few seconds later, the charmed individual expels a stream of insects from their nose and mouth. Provided the charmed individual can keep their wits about them after the casting, the caster can send this cloud to attack a target. Weird. Bone Charm. +2 to armor class, +2 armor versus crushing attacks, +15% resistance crushing attacks, weight 0. Solid Finger Bone Charm has been hollowed out and tiny symbols have been scratched onto its surface. A user must snap it, and 2 to activate it. When snapped, the Bone Charm temporarily strengthens the user's skeleton and acts as a ward against breaks and fractures. This charm gives the user an overall bonus to their armor class and also resistance against crushing attacks. It hasn't said what the time limit on this stuff is. I think the first one did, right? This one said like... Faint. Then the charcoal and dust is rubbed over the heart of the user. I guess it doesn't say what the time limit on this one is either. Corpse. Metal bracelets is directions inscribed on the side of it. Judging from the crude text, it appears that the bracelet works by being held by a living creature, then while pronouncing a mantra to the true death, it is touched the forehead of a zombie or skeleton. When this is done, the minor enchantment held within the item spreads through the corpse, and strengthening their bones, killing traces of corpse rot and or grave mold, and helping to seal minor tears in the skin. Some number of rounds, turns, hours? Yeah, I have no idea. That's why I'm confused. This item works on either you or Morte. Simply place it in your quick item slot, use it for a quick menu on Morte, or have Morte use it on you. In order for it to take effect, when cast, the target gains plus 2 to 8 temporary hit points and a temporary bonus of plus 1 AC for half hour. Okay. This extra hit points will heal the target if he is less than max hit points, or they will give bonus hit points for half an hour. Okay, that's good to know. Clot Charm. Resistance to slashing damage. Heals 9 hit points. The piercing damage. Slitting blood drops is hard and smooth as a pearl. Placed on the tongue, it dissolves instantly and spreads through the user's bloodstream. Charm simulates the user's blood into clotting and scrubbing over existing wounds, healing any minor damage the user may have suffered before consuming the charm. Furthermore, as long as the charm is in effect, the player's blood becomes more aware of new wounds that occur, especially any attacks that draw blood. The charmed individual becomes more resistant to slashing and piercing attacks as their blood clots and scrabs over the wound as soon as the flesh is torn. Is in effect. Interesting. Okay. Ancient copper earring. That is so cursed. That thing is hyper cursed. Hyper maximized cursed in position. I almost fell for it. I almost fell for it. You saw me take it out of my inventory and hover it over my ear before my rationale kicked in. Before the smart part of my brain went, what are you doing, you stupid idiot? They almost got me. They almost got me. Okay, so we searched in there. This door was locked, but I got approached. We went in there and got all the stuff out of there. So, I guess I gotta figure out if I can get into... If I can get into this area without being seen. Or I should say, if I can get into that area without being confronted. It's a very different prospect. Are these the other, like, malfunctioning workers? This corpse of well-aged, even ancient woman, aside from the embalming fluid stitched on her cheek. It's like... Now than she did in her final years. Okay. Of course, meaty head was clearly severed at some point and hastily thrown back on. Several different sets of stitching, all in various states of unraveling, seem to indicate that the head is constantly being knocked back off and reattached during the course of its work. Number 79 has been cut into the temple into a faint circle. Zamis subscribed for the 11th month. Thank you for that resubscribe, Zamis. Cut in the temple, a fanged circle that appears to have been branded on its forehead. So, see anything interesting? Grapes can just stare at you. Huh. Interesting. 79 is a pretty low number. I wonder if that means it's just a very old skeleton. Okay, wait. We might be able to get over here without this person seeing us. Locked. Locked?
Veiled. Veiled. Veiled.
Darn it. Oh, don't see us. Mortuary Sanctum key. Okay. Can I... Oh, the key worked. Yes, go in here. Can I shut the door behind me? Doesn't seem like I can shut doors behind me, sadly. It looks like this goes back downstairs. Nothing there. Ooh, a hammer. This is a heavy work hammer. It's a long handle and a metal head. Looks like it could shape steel and crush skulls with ease. Speed 6, weight 6, proficiency hammers, usable only by fighters. Okay. Nothing? Okay, let's go downstairs. Mortuary second floor. Oh, we opened this. Oh, because we have the Sanctum key now, or whatever?
Done.
Does that just open the doors? Oh, it does. Sweet. Hopefully. Wow, the line of sight in here is just abysmal. What is this? Cleaning rags and some bandages. The stamped mass of rags looks like it's been used to mop up blood and other less savory body fluids. I guess if I can clean that somehow, that would be good. Some drawn clothes, whoever repaired it had the dull skin, especially tight around the mouth. I think it's summary. Brow. Okay. Okay, well we got that open, which is good, I guess. Guess we can just go downstairs. Don't think there was anything else locked in here we couldn't do, right? Let's head over here. On the run, of course. I got a crowbar waiting to hit people. Only thing we've killed so far have been the 3 zombies I was told that I should kill. Oh, you there? Hold it. Nope. Nope. Get away from me. I'm slightly faster than you. Oh, they're trying to cut me off. No, no, get away. No, 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 the other way. Oh, no, they forgot. They gave up on me. They gave up already. They gave up on me. We're fine. Everything's fine. Somehow they forgot I was there, even though they were looking at me or something. No, 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 no. Oh, there's so many people here. Oh, you will need a key. We're gonna juke them. Oh no, we're in a corner. We're in a corner. Hold on, hold on. Oh wait, is this a corner? Oh no, it's not a corner. I thought that was a corner. It's not a corner. Oh, we got one. We deflected one off the corner, off that side of that little bit of the wall. Get around the corner. Get around the corner. Yes, the other one forgot about us too. Perfect. These metallic blue tapestries are made of thin chain links. Can you open it or something? They haven't caught us yet. Bones, they haven't caught us yet. My name is not Bones. It's Morty. Yeah, Bones, I know. Pop culture has moved on. There's a different Morty that exists these days that's much more popular than you. More problematic also, arguably, but... Okay, I thought they said the northeast corner, which would be over here, right? Assuming up is north, like a logical map. Another rusty blood-covered slab. Zombie worker? Male corpse, the number... Smells foul. I'm just waiting for one of these to respond. Oh, 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 no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Little pipes from the floor into the walls. Around the corner. What? Don't give me... Is that FDR? What is Franklin Delano Roosevelt doing? As an... Oh my god, who are you? No, no, no. Giant skeleton? Oh, that guy's gonna attack us. That guy's... We're toast, right? If that guy catches us, we're toast, yes? Oh, there's multiple giant skeletons. Okay, they're not actively attacking us yet. Man, these make the butcher from Diablo look like chump change. These are all, what's this, King Ulrich? Ulrich? What's the Skeleton King's name in Diablo? Giant skeleton. Before you use a giant skeleton in ornate bronze. Leoric, thank you, yes. Before you use a giant skeleton in ornate bronze armor. The armor has been bolted onto the skeleton's frame, and a series of elaborate symbols have been carved across the breastplate. You don't know where the skeleton came from. You weren't aware that they made humans in this size. The huge blade in its hands looks like it was made as much as a wagon cart. Hold that blade for a second. It must be getting tired of holding it. So long it's been standing there a long time. Though it looks too dead to answer any of your questions. Either that or its head is too high up for you to hear you. Try and pry the skeleton's blade from its hand. Try to pry out the bolts securing the skeleton's armor. Well, what about this body? Mort grins. Is that a yes or... Oh, sorry. Mort floats up to the head of the skeleton, stares at it, then floats back down, studying the armor and the blades as he descends. Oh, yes, yes. I think this'll do. Alright, then give me a second to pry the head off of this thing. I'm surprised the lack of violence from you. Look, I don't... I'm not an inherently violent person. I'm just... I'm very aggressive about reciprocation of attempted violence on me. Look, if you mug me, fair's fair, right? But if you're just standing around being a jerk, I'm probably not going to actively kill you unless I kind of think I can get away with it. But in this case, I don't know what happens if I start killing these people. Maybe these things just start flooding into the zone, right? And that's not great. That's not what we want to happen. Looks like more than I can handle. What did you ask me if I wanted it for then? Practicing your cruelty skills? Morty bobs indignantly. And after all I've done for you. Alright then, give me a second to pry the head off. 15 Morte. I'm worried about attaching your head to this thing would hurt you somehow. Stares at you for a moment. What, did we get married at some point? What's this all I don't want you to get hurt wash? Morty glares at you. If you really cared, you'd find a way to get me a head on that giant skeleton body. Alright then, give me a second. Alright, give me a second. Did you dare... As you were about to do so, you suddenly stop, and your eyes are drawn to the skeleton's armor. Something about the symbols engraved on the breastplate makes you pause. The skeletons are gargantuans, and then disturbing them may awaken them? Carefully. And then their bronze armor is riveted over the ribcage and shoulder blades with a series of iron bolts. As you study the frame behind the armor, you notice that the same iron bolts are set in the skeleton's shoulder, elbow, pelvic, and knee joints. A mass of thick leather cords and heavy knotted ropes run along the length of the skeleton's arms and legs, woven in such a pattern that they resemble muscle and tendons. Examine the armor. Despite the armor's obvious age, it looks well cared for. It shines brightly, and the symbol engraved on the breastplate seems to flow in the firelight, shifting slightly whenever you look to focus on them. Try to put the bolts. Study the symbols. Almost unconsciously, you let your gaze relax as you look at the symbols. After a moment, the symbols cease shifting and resolve into a trail of runes that run up and down the breastplate. Strangely enough, the interlocking pattern of the runes reminds you of chains. And with that thought, you suddenly recall that the runes are some sort of warding enchantment. Okay, study the runes. You study the runes for a while, but you can't decipher the enchantment. It looks pretty complicated, and you're having a hard time concentrating. Examine the skeleton again, examine the runes again. Skeleton in peace. Okay, interesting. A crescent hatchet. Can I have this? Okay, they don't seem to care. I do like that their waiting animation seems to be just like very nonchalant. This huge hatchet has a crescent-shaped head. Although an intimidating weapon, it looks more decorative than functional. Not only is it extremely heavy, but the balance is poor and the edge is dull and pitted. Despite the difficulty in using the hatchet in combat, the long handle allows the wielder to put considerable force into the swing. Oh, there's their Thaco thing. Okay, -1 on Thaco. Speed 10, weight 10, proficiency, axes. By fighter only. Damage 2 to 7 slashing. So it is more damage. Handle 1 to 6. I guess we never actually looked at the key. This heavy key is a strange fusion of bone and an unidentified blood-red metal. Its jagged C-shaped head looks like it's ready to clamp down on whoever holds it. This key is used on inner gates in the monastery. -1 on Thaco? Yeah, that's a little weird, right? Yeah, Thaco says -1. Oh, -1 on taco? No, Thaco, not taco. The only reason there's -1 tacos is because I ate one. When you order an 8-pack of tacos from, like, Taco Bell, and you get home and there's only 7, it's because I ate one. I do my best to control myself, but sometimes I'm hungry. Where is the long handle? Okay, so that's a 1 to 6 damage. What's the pry bar? Okay, pry bar is also a 1 to 6. But it counts as a club and not a hammer. Okay. Did it have... Oh, this had a thing. Using keys in Torment, you only need to have them in your inventory to unlock a door. In some cases, the key will vanish after it is used. This is done when the key is no longer needed and frees up your inventory slots for other, more important items. Okay, so there's more doors we can unlock with this key then. That's awesome. I don't know if that was in the original or that was an enhanced edition thing, but that is absolutely fantastic. Good on them. Okay, was there anything else in here? Looks like there's another one of these weapon walls back here, like the weapon racks behind this one, but it doesn't seem like I can interact with that one. I mean, technically, I think the hammer is a better weapon since it than the pry bar, even if they do the same amount of damage. But I'm not sure which one to have a better chance against the skeletons. Oh, that is a big altar thing. Thankfully, PSC was the least torched by the enhancements. Least touched by the enhancements. Oh, there's a ghost. Plague of the Bear says, here lies Dayanara. You're seeing a strikingly beautiful ghost from before you. Form before you. Her arms are crossed and her eyes are closed. She has long flowing hair and her gown seems stirred by some ethereal breeze. As you watch, she stirs slightly and her eyes flicker. Wait.
You. What is it that brings you here? Have you come to see firsthand the misery you have wrought? Perhaps in death I still hold some shred of use for you, my love.
Oh, okay. This is the lady we were looking for. That's a big area. Okay, we must have been kind of important. Her eyes slowly open and she blinks in confusion for a moment, as if uncertain where she is. She looks around slowly, then she sees you. Her tranquil face suddenly twists into a snarl. You, what is it that brings you here? Have you come to see the firsthand the misery you have wrought? Perhaps in death I shall hold on some shred of use for you. Her voice drops to a hiss. My love. Who are you? She makes a begging motion with her hands. How can it be that the thieves of the mind continue to steal my name from your memory? Do you not remember me, my love? The ghost stretches out her arms. Think. Her voice becomes desperate again. The name. Dayanara must evoke some memory. Yes, the name does sound familiar. We're not much for lying. Lost to me. This is as I feared. I am truly lost to you, and what was once an inconvenience for you, now have the excuse to discard me as you have my memory. Inconvenience? Discard you? I did not know you, spirit. My memories are no more. Tell me, who are you? What do you know of me? I think I feel the strings of memory. Tell me more. Perhaps your words shall chase the shadows from my mind, Dayanara. Oh, at last the fates show mercy. Even death cannot chase me from your mind, my love. Do you not see? Your memories shall return. Tell me how I can help you, and I shall. Do you know who I am? You are one both blessed and cursed, my love, and you are the one who is never far from my thoughts and heart. What do you mean, blessed and cursed? The nature of your curse should be apparent, my love. Look at you. She points at you. Death rejects you. Your memories have abandoned you. Do you not pause and wonder why? Some other questions, memories aside, and assuming death has rejected me, why is that a curse? Still trying to get my bearings, actually. What else can you tell me about myself? I know that you once claimed you loved me and that you would love me until death claimed us both. I believe that, never knowing the truth of who you are, what you were. And what am I? You, I cannot... She suddenly freezes, and she speaks slowly, carefully, as if her voice frightens her. The truth is this. You are one who dies many deaths. These deaths have given the knowing of all things mortal, and in your hand lies the spark of life and death. Those that die never carry a trace of themselves that you can bring forth. As Dayanara speaks the words, a crawling sensation swells up in the back of your skull. You suddenly feel compelled to look at your hand. As you lift it up and look at it, you can see the blood coursing sluggishly through your arm, pouring into your muscles, and in turn giving strength to your bones. What? That sounds incredibly necromantic. Like, oh my god, we're not... They're not setting up where Vecna, are we? That's... Oh my god, please tell me that's not what's going on.
Updated my journal.
And you know, Dainara is right. You suddenly remember how to coax the dimmest spark of life from a body and bring it forth. The thought horrifies you and intrigues you. You've remembered how to raise others from death from the dead. To access the ability, select the special abilities button in the quick menu. You can only use this on party members that have died in your presence. It will not work on anyone who does not travel with you, and it will not work on party members you remove from the party while they are dead. I guess that's giving you the option to, like, leave people dead if you don't want to bring them along? I had other questions. What is it you wish to know? Who are you? Who I am? Can you tell me where I am? Who are you? Spirit makes a begging motion or voice named Darn. Okay. Okay. This one's a memory. Okay. Tell me where I am. Where are you? Why, you are here with me, my love, as in the times when life was something both of us shared. Now in the eternal boundary that separates us. Eternal boundary? My heart sounds saddened. It is a barrier I fear shall never cross, my love. It is the barrier between your life and the remains of mine. I see. Perhaps we could answer some of the questions. You wish to know. I need to escape this place. Can you help me? I need to escape this place. Can you help me? As you were about to ask Dainara the question, it catches in your throat. It occurs to you that if you tell her you're looking for an escape route, she may feel you are abandoning her. If you're going to ask how to leave, you need to be delicate about it. How to leave this place, Dainara? I'm in danger. Can you guide me to a place of safety? I shall return as soon as I can speak to you again. In danger? Dainara looks concerned. Of course, my love. I will aid you in any way I can. She closes her eyes for a moment, and you watch an ethereal zephyr pass through her body, stirring her hair. After a moment, the zephyr dies, and her eyes slowly open. Perhaps this is a way? Yes? Gain experience, 500. I sense that this place holds many doors shrouded from mortal eyes. Perhaps you could use one of those portals as a means of escape? Oh, it also explains why her coffin is gigantic. Okay. Portals? Portals are holes in existence, leading to destinations in the inner and outer planes. If you could find the proper key, you could escape through one of them. Key? Alright, pauses for a moment as if attempting to remember. Portals will reveal themselves when you have the proper key. Fortunately, these keys can be almost anything. An emotion, a piece of wood, a dagger of silvered glass, a scrap of cloth, a tune you hum to yourself. I fear that the dustmen are the only ones who would know the keys you could use to leave their halls, my love. I see. Where are you? Who am I? Can you tell who I am? I need to escape this place. I think I shall return. Farewell. Hold a moment. I learned much when I traveled with you, my love, and what you have lost, I have retained. I have not divulged all that I know to you. My sight is clear, whilst you fumble in the darkness for a spark of thought. That would be of interest to me. What does your sight see that I do not? Time itself relaxes its hold as the chill of oblivion slowly claims us, my love. Glimpses of things yet to come swarm across my vision. I see you, my love. I see you as you are now, and... Dainara grows quiet. It's quiet. Has your ranting tired you? What is it? What do you see? I'm not interested in visions of the future. What is it? What is it you see? I see what lies ahead for you. It ripples through the plains, stemming outward from this point. Shall I speak of what I see? Tell me. First, I require a promise. Promise you will return, that you will find some means to save me or join me. Lie, I swear to means to save you or join you. I will make no such promise, Spectre. Tease me not with the future. Make a vow. I swear I will find some means to save you or join you. The price of promise is too high. I will do what I can. Dainara stiffens. She looks as if she's about to say something, than size and defeat. Very well, my love. As before, I shall wait. I will have to place my trust in you. She closes her eyes. Wait.
This is what my eyes see, my love. Unfettered by the shackles of time.
Okay.
You shall meet enemies 3, but none more dangerous than yourself in your full glory. They are shades of evil, of good, and of neutrality, given life and twisted by the laws of the planes.
Wait for her to continue.
You shall come to a prison built of regrets and sorrow, where the shadows themselves have gone mad. There you will be asked to make a terrible sacrifice, my love. For the matter to be laid to rest, you must destroy that which keeps you alive and be immortal no longer.
Destroy what keeps me alive?
I know that you must die while you still can. The circle must come to a close, my love. You were not meant for this life. You must find that which was taken from you and travel beyond, into the lands of the dead.
Updated my journal.
Die while I still can die? Do not doubt your ability to rise from the dead. Do I believe that every incarnation weakens your thoughts and memories? I do believe, okay, yeah, I do believe every incarnation weakens your thoughts and memories. You claim you've lost your memory. Perhaps it is a side effect of countless deaths? If so, what more will you lose in successive deaths? If you lose your mind, you will not even know enough to realize that you cannot die. You shall truly be doomed. Countless deaths. How long has this been going on? I do not truly know, except that it has gone on long enough. Some other questions. Were you? Visioning, speak of before, nothing now, no. So return, farewell.
I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
She smiles, but there's only sadness in it. She closes her eyes, and with an ethereal whisper, she fades. You back with me, Chief? You kind of drifted out on me there. No, I'm fine. Do you know who that spirit was? Spirit? The specter I was talking to. The woman? You were rattling your bone box with some woman? Where? When he looks around, excited. What does she look like? She's right on top of the buyer. Didn't you see her? No? You just kind of drifted out for a bit there. Just stood there, statue-like. I was a little worried you'd gone addled or on me again. Wait, gone addled on me again? What does he mean again? Spoilers, lady? I mean, she's literally predicting the future, so I guess kinda. No, I'm fine, I think. Let's move on. Okay. This looks like a large tomb. The marble surface gives a rather elegant look. Plaque of the Briar says, "Here lies Dianara." Yeah, that's a huge tomb in a place full of dead bodies, and you're not going to question why she gets the fancy one? Bro, you got to question that kind of stuff, bro. Another rusty, okay. Excuse me. What's this? There's a heavy barred gate of rusted steel. There doesn't appear to be a way of opening it. Heavy metal pipes. Oh god, no, right there. Alright, so my concern is growing. Welcome, Shiroi Lol, welcome. How you doing? It's an interesting emote you got there. This is a blind playthrough, Shiroi Lol. I have no idea what to expect. I didn't even know if this was real time or RTS or real time or RTS, real time or turn based or what for control mechanisms. So, no, wait. Oh wait, we never got the door open. No, wait. Can I run in front of you? Okay, you people don't actively freak out. Okay. I was a little worried that if I ran in front of them, they would like immediately go into attack mode, like the guards from a Hitman or something. But I guess we're okay.
Failed.
fine. Oh my god, there's so many people here. Run! Run! Get away! I thought you enjoyed the slow, dramatic chase. I did, but it takes forever. It's slow. It's the problem. Okay. It's fun. It's fun the first time to see if I can get away with it, but it gets old. Okay, so now the other question becomes, do we think we can get this thing's head off without it killing me with that giant sword attached to an axe handle that is an axe, I guess? It's a giant, like, war scythe sort of axe thing. There's no way this doesn't instantly one-shot me, but here we go. This thing is 100% going to kill me. Has the huge blade in his hands. Wait a second. It looks too long to dead to answer any questions. Either that or its head is too high for you to hear. Let's go carefully. And the skeleton. Examine the armor. Through the symbols. Enhancement. Skeleton again. Go to ruins. Armor. Skeleton. Do the thing. Yes. Then give me a second to pry the head off this thing. And do so, your study stops. Some degree of the rest might make it pause. The risk I'm willing to take. Judge skeleton, iron bell starts tolling through the mortuary with lightning-like speed, and awakens, rising the blade to attack. You could always start stabbing people. I mean, I do have a scalpel, I guess. Okay, we're in combat suddenly. Well, that's bad. How do I... 11 damage.
Damn it.
I'm hurt.
Almost dead.
Talk about beating a dead horse.
Yeah, I figured that's what was going to happen. Oh! We just get...
like I've been strained through someone's bowels.
Oh.
Huh?
So it just takes us back here? That's a fun way of you not having to stay dead. Day one. Second. Oh, that's the autosave, I guess. Oh. Okay. So yeah, as soon as we touch that thing, it immediately goes into combat mode and absolutely obliterates us. Which isn't that surprising. A giant skeleton with magical armor and weapons is a lot better than a guy with a pry bar. Okay, so the question... Oh, this guy's chasing us! What? Oh, he's chasing us. No, he's chasing us. Get away from me. Go upstairs. Dude was chasing us.
All right.
What a psychopath. You can't chase us. What's wrong with you? Okay, so... Oh, good. I can actually zoom out. Great. So now we've kind of searched everywhere. Okay, I guess we gotta go... Maybe we can go talk to Doll and see if he'll give us some clues about how to get out of here?
Done.
And we never found our stuff, though. Let's go talk to Doll. Well, there is that one door... Wait, what? Where... Where are we? Oh, we went the other direction. That's odd. Why did we split up? I don't like that at all. No, I need to talk to you. Sure, Doll. What do you do here? Who I am. Tell me about get out of here. Tell me how to get out of here. Obvious exit, but it's not letting you know the guides by the front gate is a key to it, but it's unlikely he will open it for you unless he works persuasive. Okay, I guess we just gotta go talk to the guy at the front gate. Oh yeah, that was another thing I wanted to see if I can figure out how to do, is can I shut doors? Okay, yeah. I guess I just got unlucky with that other one. I must have misclicked or like was standing in the way of the door so it wouldn't shut properly. Okay, so this place is, I guess, only 3 floors tall. Alright, so I now have the ability to raise dead on friendly units only. That's very Baldur's Gate 3, by the way. Fine. Okay. We never found our missing journal. Read from the directions sent to my back. I'm supposed to have a journal with me when I woke up in the mortuary. Ghost of a woman named Dianara who prays that meet 3 enemies, but no more dangerous than myself in my full glory. There are shades of evil, of good, and of neutrality given life and twisted by the laws of the plains, so that I would come to a prison built of regrets and sorrow, where the shadows themselves have gone mad. Here I will be asked to make a terrible sacrifice. For the matter to be laid to rest, I must destroy that which keeps me alive and be immortal no longer. I spoke to Dianara in the vault, and she told me that the deaths had given me some control over life and death. I see a body. I finished to raise life in it and coaxed it to 4th. For some reason, it will only work on people who have traveled with me. Not only they die in my presence. Why? And traveling with me to do linked to me somehow? Sheep. Stitched out my scars and applied the embalming fluid on my body. Strangely enough, it made me feel healthier? Violence is always the answer? Okay. Morte. Dianara. The ghostly apparition Dianara, she claims she knows you and that you are her love. Whatever keeps her on the physical plane must be powerful indeed for her to stave off death so long. Dying does not seem to have improved her disposition. Female, male. Anything, they seem intent upon taking care of all the dead bodies. Burying them somewhere. Oh, giant skeleton. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Made from the bones of giants and given a semblance of life through necromancy. The skeletons have no ligaments or musculature. Their joints are bound with iron bolts. Their bones are reinforced with leather straps and cords wound beneath their armor. Skeletons' size believe their great speed and their skill with their great swords. Violence is always the answer, you're not wrong. Yeah. Oh, they got little clubs. Skeletons have been given a semblance of life through necromancy. All these skeletons have no ligaments or musculature. Their joints are bound with thin metal bolts. And their bones appear bound with leather straps. Skeletons suffer less damage from any slashing or piercing weapons. Crushing weapons such as clubs and hammers inflict normal damage. I have one of those. Okay. So yeah, I guess I just got to figure out what we're doing now. I need my journal back, and then we got to figure out how to actually get out of here. I guess I could go try to talk to that guy at the front gate and see what happens. I guess.
All right.
Oh, what's this one? It's like a large tomb. The marble surface gives it a rather elegant look. Bear says, the plaque on this bier is blank, you say. Nothing suspicious about that, huh? Alright, I guess. Slab. I guess if I have to invoke violence... Oh wait, there's a dustman right here? He doesn't seem interested in, like, attacking me. Someone regards you with a story gaze. Are you lost? Yes? Summon a guard to direct you out. Hold on a moment. Snap the neck before you can call out. Leave quickly. Wait, I can just snap his neck? You're not fast enough, and the Dustman dodges as you lunge for him. Taking a step back, he claps his hand together sharply 3 times. In response, a great iron ball starts rolling through the mortuary. Oh, bell starts tolling. Wow, so we had a high dex, I could just snap this guy's neck? For reals? Okay, he's dead, I guess. Does this guy have my diary? Dustman, bronze ring, and a jagged knife. He is not. Wait, my inventory is full. I can carry 200 pounds of stuff. Excuse you. Oh, I bet if I would have killed this guy silently, he probably wouldn't have... I would have been able to take his clothes? This group runs like it might have doubled as someone's own nose ring in the past, despite the dents and scratches, and worth a few coins at a local merchant. That's how I did when I met my first husband. True death, here I come. I guess so. Okay, so we're just in combat mode now. Alright, alright. Where does this put me? 731. Is that... okay. So this is just me going up or down stairs.
All right.
Interesting. So there's really no way for me to get through all of this without just killing the people? Giant skeleton. I guess I can go talk to the guy at the door and see if he'll just let me out. Okay, there doesn't appear to be opening. Wasn't there a guy here before? Wait, the zombie doesn't have... Lips have been stitched closed. Instantly, it smells strangely of formaldehyde. So wait, what happens if I just kill the zombie? Hold on. Did that initiate, like, combat? Oh, I can't loot the body. Well, the point of that was so I could loot the body in case it had the key on it or something. So wait, where's the front door? Is this just the front door over here then? Maybe the next zombie will? Yeah, I'm sure. I'll just kill all of them until I find the one zombie that has a key on them, right? It's unfortunate we couldn't find a skeleton in good enough shape to put Mort on. I'd have liked to get him a body. I guess we can go double check up on the 3rd floor. I think the 3rd floor is the only one that has skeletons we've seen so far, right? Other than the giant combat skeletons that we cannot defeat.
Done.
That's a zombie worker. I also wouldn't mind them giving me a stealth option. Oh my god, they're running at me now. No! No, I'm not lost. I had some questions. What's your business here? If this is none of your concern. I woke up on this lab in the preparation. I'm here to see someone. Mistake. I was here for an internment, but there seems to be... Here to see someone? Adon? Does he still work here, or... It was not familiar to me. Check with one of the guides at the front gate. They may be able to direct you better than I. Very well, I will do that. Farewell. Dang, they bought it! They bought it, team! I didn't think they'd buy something like that. Okay, so some of them are starting to run, but not all of them. You hold. Oh wait, skeleton worker? Hold on. The skeleton turns to face 42. 42 has been found on leather straps. Kill closely. Didn't care to bind the section of straps. Whoa, Chief. That's vandalism. Those bolts are probably the only thing holding the bag of bones together. Necromancy only goes so far with those old fellas, so... Oh. So? The sound of your voice, the skeleton suddenly straightens up. It crosses its arm over its chest, and its fingers hook into its rib cage. Then make the gesture. See what happens? In response, the skeleton drops its arm so it sides. The leather cords securing the skeleton's torso snap, and the rib cage folds outward like a pair of double doors. You can't explain why, but you have a sudden urge to reach inside the rib cage. What? To your surprise, your hand vanishes as you reach inside the rib cage. You have a strange feeling it's somewhere else. As you reach inside the rib cage, your hand bumps against an invisible object. It's about the size of a fist, seems to be attached to the skeleton's spine. Take the item? As you pull the item out, the skeleton suddenly disintegrates, and the item bolts securing its joints shatter to the floor. Whatever this item was, it seems to have been the only thing holding it together. Examine the item. It looks like an unremarkable lump of iron. You can't imagine why someone would hide it inside the ribcage of a skeleton. Examine the piece of iron. As you place both hands on the lump of iron to examine it, there is a hiss, and the metal evaporates, leaving behind a strange dagger, a handful of coins wrapped in a dirty cloth, and 2 bloody teardrops. These look like they were inside the lump of iron. Take the items and leave. What? And a wooden club. Wouldn't say it was in better days, but still looks sturdy enough to use as a weapon. Speed club mages. Okay. I don't know what junk is for. Do you just sell it? It's a collection of junk, small springs, broken bolts, cracked gear or two. It looks like someone felt these pieces might be useful one day, but they seem pretty useless to you. Receiving room log. Such a long list, Morty procedures and title script. Shells entering the Monterey are to be delivered to the receiving room and logged with scribe only. Determine if the shell is contracted. If so, do not prepare the shell. Be certain that the shell is thoroughly stripped of its possessions. Workers are intended for simple manual labor. Do not faction is not responsible. The faction is not responsible for any possessions lost or items stolen by collectors that have brought the shell to the mortuary. The shell's possessions are to be stored in the receiving room until an initiate can be sent to claim them. These catalog all possessions in the logbook. The following list is thousands of entries of bodies that have been seen to the receiving room. Flip through the rest of the book. However, you notice the last page has been cut out. Wait, so my stuff should be in the receiving room. Oh. Oh, bud. Oh, good. You gave up already. Great. So what is... So shouldn't my stuff be in, like, one of these rooms, then? Where would the... Because this is the... cremate them or whatever, right? The skeleton Ollie is the sum of a period of false bones made of reddish stone. Clearly not valuable, however, as the caretakers would have otherwise removed them. I've seen skeletons. That's weird. The bones. It seems particularly old. The leather straps. The word repent has been carefully engraved in its forehead with some amount of skill. Rougher hand later chisel 996 onto the... Pardon me. Around. Let's see. Interesting. So... Am I just dumb? Did I... Where is the receiving room? Because the receiving room should be where... Oh, more junk. Okay. Oh, another threaded needle. Little threaded needle, small bone needle. They look like they were used for stitching up wounds, living or dead ones. Heals 6 hit points. Oh, okay, so it's a healing item. Rest for the pry bar. But you don't know who the pry bar belongs to, so... Why can I not put this down? Oh, there we go. That was weird. I'm just gonna go over here. Gullible Dusties? Yeah, Gullible Dusties. Okay, so in theory, it said it was in the receiving room, right? Are to be delivered to the receiving room and logged with the scribe on duty. So my stuff should be in the room with him, right?
Done.
Was there... I mean, there was this I can't get into. And we did kill him, so it's not like it's on his body. Did I, like, miss it in one of these cabinets or something? No? Doesn't seem like it. So this is the receiving room, right? Why would... Also, what is this one doing? Liquid. Is this one of those weird ones where, like, it's, like, secretly on the, like, corner of a thing if you see it or, like, notice it? Are we getting, like, counter pixel hunted? You can tell me I'm gonna get out of here. Well, you know, now that never restless one. To be reborn, you would be cursed that I could not bear. You must come to the terms with it. Some about your path will return you here. Don't call up the sound of... I'm doing all flesh and bone. All. So the only thing he has on him is his weird quill. Huge. It must contain thousands of names. So, what does that mean? Or is this like a puzzle? Is this like the first puzzle you could technically do? Also, I'm a little confused by... Seems better days. Missing, and some of the flesh is present off her skull. No new choice. The fact that there's no jaw has something to do with it. Either that. Tears down the corpse's face. He notices run into the stitching sealing the corpse's lips. Oh, try to pull out the note. It is mingled with the ichor in the zombie's mouth. It has tried to pull the paper out through the cross-stitch. It would tear the paper to shreds. Hanging up the corpse to get it looks like it would destroy the note. You'll need to find a delicate way to remove the stitches. Oh, use the scalpel. 250 XP. You deftly slice through the stitches, sealing the corpse's mouth, and the jaws sag open. You carefully pull the note corpse's mouth. By the condition of the paper, the writing on it still appears legible. To read the note, again. Slicing stitches. I just had to see what was in your mouth. It was great. Okay, leave the corpse in peace. Oh, note from the corpse. Foul-smelling note retrieved from the mouth of one of the mortuary zombies. It looks like it was sewn in the corpse's mouth by accident. Despite its condition, the writing is legible. Please do whatever dustman reads this, I beg of you. I know my legal obligation under the terms of the dead contract, but I am prepared to offer more than any signing fee if you will cremate my body rather than raising it. I have arranged for this note to be left with my body upon my death. If you're reading this, then please use this note as instructed and accept the result in exchange for my contracted duty. Let my contract number serve as the key. It's like the corpse was too late to prevent the raising. But you notice that beneath the writing is a diagram. It looks like directions from folding the parchment into a strange pattern. If you are ever capable of examining an object further, okay, we'll use it. This foul-smelling note has a strange-looking diagram inscribed beneath the writing. It looks as if it's instructing you to fold the corners of the note so that the point's towards the center. There's a series of strange marks on each of the corners. 1 mark on the upper right, 2 marks on the lower right, 3 marks on the lower left, and no marks on the upper left. Upper left, upper right into the center, or upper left in the center? Upper right or lower right? 2 marks, I guess upper right? Fold the corner towards inward so it touches the center. Okay. Wait. 2 marks on the upper right. Lower right. 3 marks on the lower left, and no marks on the upper left. I feel like you're supposed to start with the upper left then. Lower right. I guess lower left was 3. Lower left. Then upper left. Note from corpse. Fold the corners inward so it touches the center. I guess I didn't do it right. It's not giving me any new info. So there's a series of strange marks. 1 mark on the upper right, 2 marks on the lower right, 3 marks on the lower left. Okay, so if upper right was not correct, I guess lower right into the center? The lower, upper left. Left, upper right. Okay, it looks corners the note so that the points touch the center. There's a series of strange marks. Wait, show. Oh, wait, why would it? Are you kidding? Okay, thanks. Upper right, no marks on the upper left. Upper left, lower right. Lower left? From the note. Huh. Okay, that didn't work either. One, 2, 3, and then no mark. Maybe I need to do it backwards? Lower left. Lower right, upper left? Nope. Oh, it has a strange looking diagram described beneath the writing. It looks as if it's instructing you to fold the corners of the note so that the points touch the center. There's a series of strange marks on each corner. 1 mark on the upper right, 2 marks on the lower right, 3 marks on the lower left, and 2 marks. And no marks on the upper left. misunderstand what this note was telling me. In fact, I'm prepared to offer more than any signing fee if you will cremate my body rather than raising it. Left with my body upon my death. If you're reading this, then please use this note as instructed and accept the result in exchange for my contracted duty. My contract number serve as the key. Oh. Wait, 1201. That's the part I forgot about. Never been the raising, but notice the full parchment into strange. My contract number serve as the key. How can you do one twice? So 1, 2, 0, and then I guess the last one left? Okay. Oops. Use, so... Okay, so upper right, lower right, then upper left, and then lower left. Oh! Now it actually lets me do this twice. As you fold the upper right corner back to the center, the lower left corner mirrors the action, until all the corners touch in the center. You watch for a moment, and the corners of the paper rise up, turning the note into a small, four-sided paper pyramid. Up on the sides of the pyramid. You peel back the sides of the pyramid, and the paper disintegrates to dust. Inside is a small, tangled, triangular-shaped earring. It catches the light and gleams brightly. Take the triangular earring.
I couldn't carry anymore, so I had to drop it.
Oh, we can actually just put stuff on the ground? Oh, well that's nice. How do I... Oh, ground. Perfect. Let me just leave some of this stuff. Since I don't know what the cleaning rags are for. Oh wait, this is regular rags? We're torn from a tapestry or some other robes. Okay. Green steel knife. I don't remember picking this up. This razor-sharp knife has been forged out of the famed Batorian green steel, found only in the wastelands of Avernus. This particular green ore can be tempered into metal much lighter than normal steel. In addition, green steel weapons tend to retain their remarkably fine edges and are capable of dealing out more damage than their standard counterparts. Oh, we found like a super knife. Interesting, okay. Probably don't need another thing of embalming fluid. Key. Like, the weapons feel like they're going to be important when we get out of here to, like, sell, maybe? Oh, I probably don't need that either. Well, no, wait, that actually heals, right? Special hit points. By the nameless one in Morte. This is a sealed jar of embalming fluid. It is used as a preservative for dead bodies. As an added benefit, the smell of the fluid is more than sufficient to mask the smell of any rotting body it's used on. Effects are temporary. Okay, so it is a healing potion. So I guess we can just hang on to that then. Guess we can keep that up here. Okay. Yeah, I had no idea we got this green steel knife. That's interesting. Thank you, Iggy. Oh, we can actually have up to 4 quick weapons. I didn't notice that. Well, I mean, that's technically more inventories. Well, you know what? No, I want to keep 1 free in case we need to punch somebody. There's a non-zero chance on... Well, we have the Iron Fist. What am I talking about? We'll do it that way. We can do it this way, because I have the Iron Fist for punching people also. Let me grab that earring. Oh, that's what happened to that. Oh. Wait. Where did the ring go? What? Oh, I have to do it again? Oh. Wait, what? Wait, what? Upper right into the center. Wait, unfold the note and start again. It's upper right, lower right. Okay, now it actually works this time. Upper left. Side pyramid. Take the triangle earring. Well, this zombie pushes me around. Here we go. You receive this small earring from folding a note in the mouth of one of the walking corpses in the mortuary. It's a beautiful earring, but despite its beauty, all it seems to do is remind you how strange this world you've woken up is. Some items are magical, but require that they are identified before they can be used. If you cannot determine what an item is at first glance, you may need to take it to someone with a higher lore skill than you or your party members. Identify? Scroll spell. Okay, I don't have a spell for that. That goes into the slot of another random thing. Okay. Well, again, further reason I guess I technically need to talk to, like, every zombie or whatever. If I borrow those bandages, can I remove the bandages from the zombie? Sneak your hand around and take out the roll of the bandage from the corpses. The corpse doesn't even seem to notice. It continues going through the motions of bandaging the bodies. Corpse again. Those bandages from me, it's just that I need them more than the bodies here. Corpse, okay, free bandages. Oh, we did this one already. And that one, okay. What is a skull? Wait. Really strong. It smells like it was applied recently with a good reaction. The corpse appears to be in the advanced stage of decay. Some better days. Why is the fact that there's no jaw? Okay, yeah, we saw that one. Corpse is making the rounds from slab to slab in the room. Her hair is knotted into a long braid and looped around her neck like a noose. Number, forehead, and her lips have been stitched closed. Respond. Okay. So now that apparently every single one of these walking zombies could be something. What was the number? So tightly shut in the reek of fresh formaldehyde hangs an overpowering cloud around it, despite the pallid, sunken features and lifeless, milky eyes. Handsome young man. Corpse in peace. We checked this. I swear we checked this, right? Yeah, okay. So yeah, I guess I don't know what I need to do now. I guess it's 3 o'clock. We can switch over to Squirrel with a gun. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to talk to like every single working corpse in here. He's in the corner of the room facing the wall. He looks to have been a heavy-set man in his early years. By the condition of the body, he died only recently. The freshly stitched number on his forehead reads 1664. This corpse looks like it was serving as a librarian, wearing a huge oh, here we go. Examine the books. Books appear to be in old mortuary ledgers. None of them are of particular interest. As you search through the text, however, it's a loose page folded between 2 of the books. You're suddenly struck with the feeling that someone tucked it in there to hide it. Take the page. The page doesn't look like it belongs with the ledgers. It looks like it belongs in a logbook. The tear is clean as if with a knife, so you suspect the page was removed on purpose? Read through it. You take a moment to read through the page. It's a list of dead bodies brought to the mortuary and logged in the receiving room. All the entries appear to be recent arrivals. Okay, examine the zombie again. Corpse standing silently in the corner of the room facing the wall. He looks as if in a heavy set. The librarian examine the books again. Search the text, but find nothing again. So do you come to the librarian? Are all their jobs taken? Okay. There's definitely a non-zero chance we would speak with dead at some point, right? Receive log page. Cut neatly out of the book is written in a tight, crabbed script. 5th night, drunk, chest wound, cause of death, mauling slash Abishai? Collector pox. Desiccated corpse, cause of death, indeterminable age, prevents identification. Collector, fire rod, three commons paid, no possessions stripped. Knife marks evident from dissection. Sounds like that's us. Terminable, collector, 3 position logged. Fist irons, 13 commons, middle table, receiving room. We got the fist irons. Desiccated corpse number 2, cause of death in age of shell prevention, collector Feyrod, 3 commons. Knife marks evidence from dissection, but the dissection was not thorough enough. Copper earring found lodged in abdomen. Earring has been locked in southeast preparation room. Have an initiate from the third circle examined. It has a strange markings like those of contracted worker number 79. Oh no. Skeleton, cause of death, age of shell prevents identification. Stripped, knife marks evident from dissection. As with the previous entries, these shells Pirate have brought also show signs of having been prepared. I've asked the initiate Emmerich launch an investigation into the matter. Furthermore, entry is one of Pyrod's gang. I've seen the individual before. I would ask Emmerich to pay heed to how the man died. Fifth night, Tiefling, male, cause of death, slash marks, dislocation of wounds. Is it with grave rods? Ghoul claws? Common, stripped, knife marks, evidence. Okay. Contracted worker number 79 has something to do with that earring we found? Construction was not thorough enough. Copper earring found lodged in abdomen. Earring has been locked in Southern. Have an initiative find the third circle, examine it. Markings like those of contracted worker number 79. No possessions. No possessions. Interesting. So is that from us? Stripped. Knife marks evident from dissection. Show signs of earnings per much investigation of the matter. I mean, could we be a male tiefling? But no mentions of our stuff, which is odd. Can I combine items? I guess not. Can I just put it back in the book so it doesn't take up my inventory space? Alright, so this is maybe a quest item, not just a cursed item. So we gotta go find worker 79, huh? 1664. I have no idea if we... Well, 76... Well, I said that was a low... That is a low number. Select color, and the eyeballs themselves are slightly askew. One faces to the left and the other to the right. You barely make out the number. Bruised forehead. It looks like the corpse has taken several blows to the head, making the number difficult to read. Is he with the eyeballs facing like that? Understanding the corpse. Okay. Definitely getting talk to dead at some point. 506. His neck and its right arm. In fact, the skin of this peeling corpse has been sewn up with so many stitches it looks like it's a bizarre street map. To circle the corpse running from its arm across its chest, up its neck, and into the damp mass of white hair. With across where the stitches, you notice someone has jammed a needle into the corpse's forehead. The needle is attached to a thread stitching up the side of the skull. You could probably unravel it if you had something to cut the thread with. Okay, use the scalpel. Slice through the thread neatly with the scalpel, then pluck out the needle and pull the stitches out. As you do, the stitches cover the forehead, peel back to reveal the corpse's chalk white skull. Where to your surprise, number 78 has been. You seem to have got two different designations there, corpse. Okay. Wait. Showing in their corpse. The heavily stitched corpses shuffling back and forth between the two slabs. Although the number 506 has been stitched almost all over its body, the skin on its forehead has peeled back from the skull, revealing the number 78 chiseled into the bone. Okay, that's probably for when we can, I guess, talk to them? Because we need 79, right? The position of the left leg, it looks as if there's some sort of tumor eating through the knee. The corpse is wobbling unsteadily back and forth, trying to keep its balance. Reach out the corpse's left arm to help steady it. After you grab its arm, however, the corpse suddenly sways to the right, tugging the corpse rather than steadying it. Chief, you might not want... There's a crack from the corpse's left leg, and the body falls like a dead tree. Its torso strikes a stone flagstone, shatters like a rotten melon. Filth and ichor... Oops. Oops! Filth and ichor gurgling from the cavity. To your surprise, no one seems to have noticed the corpse's collapse. And even stranger, the left leg remains standing where the body was, as if at attention. After a moment, the leg falls over with a wet thud. Or thump. As you gaze upon the petrified remains of the corpse, you notice that its left arm seems intact. It has been snapped from the torso during the fall, and it doesn't appear to have been touched by the tomb rot that is spread throughout the rest of the body. I wonder if I could make use of that arm. Should we... Left arm 985. What? What is happening? Oh, I found another needle and thread, so that's good. Why don't these... Oh, they do stack. I was about to say, there's no reason those shouldn't stack. Thank you very much. Also, if I'm going to have a weapon out, it might as well be the pry bar. Okay, well, we found an arm. I don't know how I feel about needing to interact with every single zombie, apparently. The shambling corpse gazes at you with vacant eyes. Smell of formaldehyde. Surprise. As you address the zombie, it blinks in surprise. What? Here it is! You're not a zombie, who are you? Why are you disguised as a corpse?
Updated my journal.
The zombie is trying to respond beyond stitched lips. He has a particularly half-frightened, half-angry expression. What you want? I'm looking for a way out. Can you help me? The zombie doesn't seem to have heard you. He looks up and down for a few moments, then frowns. What do you hear? His eyes narrow suspiciously. You spy on... Dusties? Not a spy. I'm still in here by accident. Can you help me out? No, I'm trying to escape. Seems interested. You in trouble? What you do? I got trapped in here somehow. Can you help me out? Silent for a moment, then nods slightly as if understanding. Why should I help you? You look like someone who much rather disguise themselves as a corpse than be one. I won't expose your little disguise if you help me out. He's frightened for a moment, then studies you and snarl crosses his face. You spill the dark on me spill dark on you. I have friends hid here. You get nubby. You get supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be here. Let's kill you. Me escape. You want to escape if I kill you? He looks you up and down as if wondering if he can take you. Stares at your scars, then decides against it. You can escape through portals. Portals? Portals. The zombie waves around the area. Portals everywhere. Can you show me one of these portals? Zombie nods. You won't go to arch on first floor, northwest's room. You need fugue bone, shape of crook. He holds up his index finger and bends it into a crook. When you have key, go to arc, jump the circuit crypt, and can escape from here. Secret escape route. He nods eagerly. You can rest there. An arc on the first floor, northwest room. All right, I'll go check it out. What are my other questions?
Updated my journal.
I don't need to know. What was the portal you mentioned again? Anything with Farad? Farad? The zombie frowns briefly in thought. He live in hive somewhere. He shakes his head. Not know where. He frowns again. Lest he's very mad. They not like Farad. Why don't they like Farad?
Updated my journal.
He's a collector. Brings their deadz to Morte Sell him to Dusties, brings lots of deadz. Dusties not know where he gets deadz. He thinks he put in Burke's in dead book. Oh, there's something else I want to know. Never mind. Missing a journal. Have you seen it? Don't know. Some peel you? What? To know if somebody robs you. Perhaps probably what happened. Looking forward to finding this thief. Look, I may have some questions later. Don't go anywhere. Tell me anything about the roll. Scribe. Shrug. Old. Yellow. Something else. Dianara. Huh? Frowns? Who's she? Forget it? How did you get to look like that? Me good at disguise. Me also got scars. Me were lots of embalming fluid. Me make good zombie. Me giggles through stitched lips, then taps his head. Dutchie's stupid. The Dusties are stupid. Alright. Yeah, they are stupid ones, alright. The sarcasm is evidently lost on Zombie, who nods eagerly. Stupid Dusties. Me make good zombie. Doesn't that hurt? He looks at your scars. I ask you same question. Me, it's not hurt much. Claps his chest. Me tough. Good. Can you disguise me as a zombie? He looks you up and down for a moment, mumbling to himself, then nods. Me need a jar of embalming fluid. Points at scars on his chest. And some needle and thread. I get it. Had some other questions. Here you go. Gives the items from you, then sets to work. Try to hold still. I can't believe you're going through with this. How barmy are you? Pretty barmy, I suppose. Zombie liberally applies embalming fluid to your body, then stitches up several of your scars. Working from your feet upwards, he stitches up your scars, then finishes off the disguise by stitching up your lips. Franks. Can't you make the stitches on his lips any higher? Shut it. Stop it, Mort. Zombie holds up his hands. Careful. Talk pulls stitches out. Ruin disgiz. Zombie no talk. You get to talk. Talk slow. Careful. And no one expects zombies to talk. If you speak to someone as a zombie, you'd run the risk of exposing your disguise. I understand.
Updated my journal.
Well, it won't last long. Embalming fluid dry up. Stitches fall out. He shrugs. Probably not last outside Mortis. And no running. You run, you ruin a whole disguise. Equipping weapon or running will instantly nullify your zombie disguise. Find a new weapon, hold off on equipping it until you no longer wish to be disguised. If you always run on, be sure to switch it off if you want to maintain the disguise when finished speaking with Vaxis. I guess his name is Vaxis. Not again.
I feel stronger.
Oh, we leveled up! He really exaggerates the zombie walk, huh? Wow. So the trade-off for not being noticed by them is that we have to walk this slow at all times, huh? Dang. Yeah, good disguise. That's a choice. This is a choice to have. This feels like a joke choice more than a real choice. Maybe if I was first starting out and I didn't know some of the stuff we already know, this would be fine, but... Okay, so I guess as long as I don't equip a weapon, we're okay. Also, it almost sounded like this bone charm that we have is the correct answer for opening one of the portals already. Which is a little odd to me. Alright, let's get a save, though. Give her a quick item. Wait, if I quick item... Oh, that also pulls it out of the inventory. That's good to know. Okay. I will say I got out by other means. I'm seeing this for the first time. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. But yeah, we'll switch over... Got a good 3 hours in of this. We'll switch over and get some squirrel with a gun then. I don't know what this little indicator means, but... Alright, new save. Save. There's more than one way out. It seems like there is. Yeah. Definitely seems like there's multiple ways to get out of here. It also feels like at some point... we are definitely getting speak with dead or something for sure. Because there's way too much being able to talk to them and not having them talk back for us not to get that. All right. But so far, I'm enjoying it. I don't know if I was meant to be more combat-y or whatever, but I'm trying to not be, you know, murder hobo. So we're trying to play it a little... Save. That's fine. Get another save before we quit. That's fine. Okay. But I'm trying to be a little less murder hobo-y than, I guess, a standard, stereotypical D&D player. I'm curious on where this is going. I made the Vecna reference earlier, but it seems like they are definitely setting up that we, if not directly Vecna, which I think seems like a little too much, we are definitely some sort of, like, semi-lich, or maybe, like, ex-god who was in love with death, and then death got mad at us or something. Less than me, that's for sure. Module? Oh, there it goes. Planescape Torment Edition is not responding. So the exit command doesn't work very well, but that's not surprising, I guess. I killed all dustmen in one of the floors. Yeah, I believe that. Maybe later. Okay. Also, it seems like we can get an absurd number of party members, which is a little interesting. I wasn't quite expecting that. I wasn't quite expecting that many party members. I was kind of expecting the traditional D&D of, like, probably 4. Also, I wasn't sure what we were going to do with our role in the squad, if, like, I got to choose or something. But it seems like, no. Either they seem to apply it based on my stats, which was, you know, the high strength, so they gave me fighter. If I'd gone high dex, maybe it's rogue. High int, it's wizard. I'm trying to think what 2nd edition had for... Maybe a bard if I went high charisma? Since I think bards were around for advanced. But that's post... One of the funny things about the original D&D, from my understanding, is I've never played D&D 1.0. I have advanced only. In the first one, my understanding was that you could actually, like, elf and I think dwarf were both considered classes and not a race or a species. So you would play as a dwarf and it would have its own powers and stuff in the same way a fighter would if you were a human fighter. Which I think is very funny, but I can understand why they dropped that moving forward. I'm going to wrap this up very quickly. You all have a good rest of whatever you're up to. Lurkers and stuff, of course, thank you. Anybody who texts us on Twitch, on YouTube, VOD people, always super appreciated. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. I hope you all have a good rest of whatever you're up to, and yeah, bye!